Good evening, everybody. How are we doing? Thanks for tuning in to the stream tonight. It's really nice to see you. Hey there to Sylvia Sakuru. Good to see you. Hey, Wooden Plank Games. Stay safe on your drive. Hey, Core. Hey, Adam. Good to see you as well. Thanks for everybody for tuning in tonight. It is that time of the week. It is time for some more Rogue Trader. Last time we made some pretty good progress. We got all the way down onto the primary planet. We've killed we completed 2 boss fights. We picked up a new party member. We've got much better gear. I'm going to make a change right at the start of the stream. Looking back over the last couple of streams, I think it's going really, really well. I'm having a lot of fun. I think the combat is just proving to be way too easy for the team that we've got. Hey, Benjamin, glad you're here for the live. Really appreciate that. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to knock the difficulty up. We're currently playing on Daring. I have played through the whole the start of the campaign on Unfair before. But I think when you get into the actual, Chapter 1, Unfair just becomes a slog rather than a challenge. It is still a challenge. So I think I'm going to knock the difficulty up too hard. That gives the enemies a 10% dodge bonus. It gives them a 10% partial hit cover bonus. It increases the full cover hit bonus to 20%. We get a 15% negative modifier to momentum, which I think is actually good because we're just using momentum every 2 turns at the moment. All NPCs get a 10% bonus to their characteristics. All skill tests get 10% harder. Enemies get plus 20% wounds. We get 10% increased damage. We actually can receive wounds now. It takes 2 wounds for a fresh wound to be turned into an old wound. And we can get traumas now. So that's really the main thing. It just makes everything a little bit more stacked against us. Because I think at the moment, we're just having too easy a time of it. So I'm knocking it up to Unfair. Now, last time, we ended the stream by coming into this screen here. We got the really, really cool cutscene where we saw the Arbites come in, murder all of these guys. One thing we have to do before we continue is we actually have to go back to the last map and complete a small side objective that we forgot to do. So we're going to do that really, really quickly. And for those that aren't caught up, we are now on Rykard Primaris, which is the main planet in the system. And we're basically here looking for this Inquisitor, who I don't think is going to turn out to be here, if I remember correctly. All right, all we need to do is we need to run over to this anti-aircraft weapon that we killed all the guards of last time. We actually need to do something to the anti-aircraft weapon. We need to destroy it. All right, the anti-aircraft's battery control panel has a panoply of mysterious levers and buttons. Hey, T-Ram, yes, a bold decision to make my life harder. People like it when I lose, right? Deactivating it quickly is not an option. All you can do is blow it up, destroying it completely. So I can use tech use 100% to examine it, or I can use demolition to destroy it. We'll obviously use tech use first of all. Tech use successful. The anti-aircraft battery certainly was constructed a long time ago. This is a Hydra anti-aircraft battery, I believe. Long before the colonization of this world began. It comes as no surprise the insurgents were barely able to operate it. Modern arms protocols are incomprehensible to the machine spirits of such an ancient construction. And now we're going to blow it up. I love how she's walked all the way around here in this cutscene. Also, it really should have been Argent who said that. Kaboom. The blast consumes the ancient weapon. The sky of the city is safe to fly again. That's 140-second experience is quite a lot from an objective like that.
Keep your wits about
you.
you.
But we did need to blow this thing up, or we can actually examine it. The ruined weapon radiates intense heat, and an oily puddle giving off a caustic stench spreads across the pavement. So that's that thing dealt with. We just needed to get that done. Now we can continue on with the rest of the mission. If it loads. Hope everybody's doing well today. I'm pretty tired. Had a long week, but I'm very happy to be playing some more Rogue Trader. This game rocks. Isn't there? There is still a puzzle I didn't get last time. I'm not going back to it. Everyone's told me the loot is not worth it. Serve the Emperor in your hearts and deeds when you join the ranks of his illustrious army, the Astra Militarum. Fight.
His arrival was certainly a welcome sight. Hopefully they will help to put things back in order around here.
Alright, I think there's a fight if we push on in this direction.
Old man. All they care about is their tithe. Even if the Coronis expanse turned upside down, they wouldn't bat an eye.
Well, there's actually a dead Arbiter here. Actually, no, I think it's a guardsman, not an arbiter. But if you don't remember, the Arbites were here, or the Arbites as they're calling them, because someone has stolen a tithe ship, which is like an entire planet's, a whole sector's worth of tithes to the Empire, which is, I also love that effect of the paper sliding across the pavement. That's very, very nice. It's a pretty big thief. They've stolen like an entire army and a planet's worth of wealth. All right, we have some angry-looking people over here. Time for an encounter. Some 10 people, children among them, are huddled together in fear. You see that half of them have black holes where their eyes used to be because we're late to get here. Some maintain a gloomy silence. Others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then at someone for shaking too much or crying too loudly. Come to your senses, Abalard. Look at what you've done to your family. A woman of... Oh, this is a woman. A woman of about 60, grey-haired and still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard. Stretching her arms towards him. Take pity on us. Let us go. Stop talking and embrace redemption. Our children have gained true sight while you still believe the lie. Upon seeing you, the man points his weapon at you. The other insurgents do the same. Who are you, and why are you here? Sadly, there is no option for Abalard to introduce me to these insurgents. Who are you and what are you doing? Are these people your family? What are you trying to save them from? Who are you and what are you doing? I am the chief. My former name, Ireland, is meaningless now. I am a father leading his family to deliverance from woes, to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. There's Aurora again. So just keep running into this person. Aurora is running all of this. Ireland, spare us, your children. Pascal's vox hisses furiously. Layperson, cogitation is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint and believing that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of a demagogic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. Abalard's face does a deep breath. To cast your children into the thrall of heresy. To drown your progeny to this filth with your own hands. Hey, Sorbical, how's it going? I remember when the Vizier used to sew our eyes shut so that his young spinners could see the truth. Kibbela's voice sounds hollow, but there's a glowing embers of fury in her eyes. Our wish was one of service to him. It tempered and prepared us for our duty. What you are working here is despicable heresy, a blasphemous mockery of our sacred disciplines. Alright, so, unfortunately I'm not an iconoclastic full enough for this option, but I can try and logic him. You've been torturing your own family in order to save them. You've been blinding them so that you can see their own truth. Logic test failed. I failed a 95% logic test. You will not lead me astray from the true path. I will save you, my children. Oh, and that's it. Okay. Well, at least they're running away, I suppose. Alright, combat time. Alright, this should be a little bit harder than what we've been facing so far. I want to move Pascal to cover here. Abelard is just going to go straight into combat. I think he's going to cut up the old man. Pro gaming moment. Let's get me in cover here. We'll get Sister Argenta next to me. Actually, if we put Sister Argenta here, she can just murder all of these people. We'll put Kibbela over here, where she can start going after these people. Windshield is clear. Leaving now. Cool. Have a good run, Wooden Plank. Hey, Lord Rensis, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for shooting in tonight. Oh, and there's a trap here in the middle of a fight. Love that for us. Okay, Kibbela is up first. I'm going to run her to here.
A dance of blades and shadows.
I always think that sounds like a book title. And then we're just going to stab this guy. Not going to be able to kill him, unfortunately, unless we get a crit. I'm then going to blade dance him to finish him off. Need more menace injected. Understand. I will get some more menace up soon. Okay, that's him down. Then I'm going to do a... oh, can I not dance? Oh, do I have anything left? She should still have some movement.
I will leave footprints
and then I should be able to death from above, but it's not... I just click on the point. But that's all she's got. Oh no, I've got another death from above, which I can do to... Will this hit both of them if I land here? Yes, it will. Cool. Okay, so that's 3 people down on her first turn. She gets more movement because of a perk we picked up, but there's nowhere for her to go. So I'm going to move her here. Hey, Remy, how we doing? We're just doing the first combat encounter of the stream. For those that have just joined, I have gone and bumped the difficulty up from daring to hard because I felt like we're just having too easy a time on daring. So we'll see how that plays out in this first combat. All right, Pascal is next. I think one of these guys back here is a prime target for a arc blaster shot. First of all, we're going to buff everybody's weapons and nerf the enemies. And then I'm going to fire off a single shot from the arc laser. I just want to get a shot that's going to bounce to some people. Let's try hitting this guy in the back here. I'm hoping it will chain. Unfortunately, it'll try and hit this guy. Hopefully it'll chain along. Apparently YouTube blocks direct requests to flame your opponents, especially when they don't subscribe to religious tenets. Maybe that's what happened. Okay, didn't jump to anyone, unfortunately. That's a shame. And we're just going to expose this guy here. Okay, that's him analyzed, and that's Pascal done.
Let's make it quick.
Please run up and try and hit Kibble. That will be funny. You got to shoot at point blank range. Okay. Hey, Pangoa. That's fine. Please shoot Abalard. That is his job. Oh, grenade. Ouch. That was a nasty grenade. Okay, that's what I want to see. He's just wounded me and Abalard. Right, well, Abalard is going to charge him. Oh, it's too close to charge. We're going to run up to here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
And we're going to stab him with the chainsword.
At your beck and call.
Then I'm going to brace for impact. And I'm going to endure. And that's going to have to be his... Actually, he has enough AP to heal himself, so I'm going to get rid of his wound with a med kit.
Careful now.
Clearance that YouTube works with the Ruinous Powers. YouTube definitely works with the Ruinous Powers. It's probably a Nurgle invention rather than Zinchian invention, if I'm being completely honest about where I think its powers lie. Okay, we're going to open up with a rapid fire for Argenta. I'm going to hold the Fierce Recital until after I've fired, rather than before, which is a mistake I keep making. So we can hit pretty much all of these guys with a burst. If I put it here, yeah. I love how it's showing back here when it's this person. Okay. The camera's like, no, you want to look back here. So we killed one person there, hit 2 others. I'll now do a Furious Recital. That gets us a little bit of momentum. She has enough AP to fire a single shot, but we'll just leave it. Okay, it's all looking okay. I still have cover over here, but I am a little bit injured. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give Kibble some more actions to take these guys. Actually, I think I'm going to go with Argenta. So we will... You serve me, Argenta. Then we're going to voice a command her.
See to it personally.
And then we're going to bring it down.
Who, if not me?
And then we're going to get her to charge another rapid fire. She's got enough AP for this, right? No, she hasn't got enough for a rapid fire and a burst. So we're just going to do a burst. Oh, I accidentally reloaded. That's fine. Doesn't use up any AP. And we'll just fire on the same line. Okay, only a 3-shot burst for that, but that's fine. And then I'm going to give Kibble a free... She's out of range. That's a shame. I finished my playthrough game on Monday. Clocked at 160 hours. Great. We're going to be here for a long time. What I'm going to do with the last of my actions is... I don't really want to pistol burst this guy. So I will switch to my las cannon. My long las. And I think I'm just going to shoot this guy back here.
It's as good as done.
And that's him out. Cool. And then we maybe need to get someone to heal me up. Because I'm quite badly hurt. Unfortunately... Idira is not... it's Idra or Adira? I think it's Adira is her name. Is not the person to do that. What she's going to do is she's going to set this guy on fire because he's pretty tough.
Of course.
I'm going to get her to give me a dodge bonus so I don't get hit too badly. And then I'm going to analyze enemies on this guy. And then I'm going to end the turn. So you put... Yes, that's exactly how I'm planning to build Abalard. Nice try. Yeah, that's a good idea. Run away from the crazy woman with the sword. Ouch, that was a nasty hit. Okay, this is definitely getting a lot more exciting. Let's, we can actually move to here and not trigger an opportunity attack. Idira, thank you, Tyrion. I'm going to stab this guy. And unfortunately, I don't have a Death from Above trigger. Oh, but we got the Blade Dance. Now I can Death from Above, and I'm going to jump to... I can't jump to here, unfortunately. I can jump to here. And then she's going to have to end her turn there. Pascal could hit one of these guys back here. We saw that we couldn't jump from this one to this one. We might be able to jump from here to here. So I'm going to activate Joint Analysis, which gives all of my team the ability to remove exploits from enemies. Then I'm going to analyze this guy to give a big damage boost to him when Abalard hits him. And then I'm going to fire the arc damage. I can't remember if there are any healing skills. I don't know if there are. I think it is literally just Dr. Bags. That was unfortunately a miss. You can see the difference now. They're getting much bigger cover bonuses than they were before. I'm going to have to work out... Oh! Where did you guys come from? Okay, we've been flanked from behind by additional enemies.
I'm enraged.
This way.
And that's the fanatical old man dead. Let's bring Abalard. Can he actually get to here? Yeah, we'll bring Abalard. Move closer. No, I just want him to move to this square. But he can't move to this square because this is a trap square. So I can't actually move him here, which is hilarious. I can move him here, but I can't move him here. Because Actually, what I'll be able to do, I think, is if I move here, I can interact with this, and then I can move to here, and I stab this guy. So begin the stabbing.
I will do my duty. Reduced to dust.
And then I might... No, I don't have enough AP to charge from here, so I will just brace for impact and endure. Okay. Sister Argenta needs to take out these guys who showed up behind us. I'm going to shift her to this cover here. And then I'm going to click her rapid fire. And these guys have no cover to her at all. What is this thing? It's a fire... Oh, it's a guy with a flamethrower. We're going to just try and take all of these out with a burst. Nice work, Argenta. That was really nice. I'm going to take a second shot with her here. So I'm going to run and gun. And I get a free single shot when I try to take the flamethrower guy out. Okay, cool. He's down. Sharpshooter guy, he's got a sniper rifle. That's fair enough. She has no cover from that direction. Shooting at Kibala, who is dodging this stuff, but I am worried about her. Okay, I'm up next. I'm going to give a... I don't have range for a You Serve Me on her. And I don't really want to move forward. If I move here, I think I'll have range. No, I don't think I will. I can't... Maybe from here.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Alright, I'm going to... You Serve Me.
On it.
Or you do something, actually. And then I'm going to give her a free attack.
Do it personally.
Okay, so that's just her free attack. And that's all. Actually, we do actually have a death from above here, so we may as well use it. That's a double kill for her. Then we're going to bring her back to here, because I want to make sure she's in range of me, so that I can give her a heroic act,
My perfect moment.
which gives her a free turn. Now she can't get into range of any of these guys with this, so I'm just going to run her forward to here, where she has cover, and then she can gain on her turn. That was unfortunate. I thought I could get her in. Do need to give her a little ranged weapon. What we will do, though, is we'll get her to medkit herself. Cool. There's some of those that make the Dr. Bags more effective. Cool. That's good to know. And then I'm going to take a shot, probably at this guy here. And that's him down. Nice. Long Laz is doing work. Okay, Idira... there's only one guy left alive back here. Could you just set him on fire, and then we don't have to worry about him? He is apparently out of line of sight.
Not so sure.
So we need to move her so we've got line of sight on him. Do we have line of sight from here? I don't know if we do. I can't really check. The thing is, I don't want to leave her out of cover. The other option is I don't think I can strike. I can just psychic scream him. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, well. Okay, that was a huge mistake. So we didn't even manage to kill him. I'll give her a dodge bonus. I didn't realize she was going to do the move, then the attack. That was just dumb. Psychologist upgrades. Okay, Adira is... sorry, Kibble is now live. So I'm going to move Kibble to here. We're just going to tie this guy up in combat. And we're going to stab him. And that's all we can really do. Oh, no, we can dance. And that will kill him, which will give me a jump. And that gets me in combat with this guy. That's all I can do right now, but that's fine. That stops him from firing. If you give her... It'll tell you. Ah, that's useful to know. We'll try and shoot a guy with Pascal here. Let's just shoot this guy. Cool, that's that guy dead. There's not very many enemies left. This guy's going to go active. He's going to shoot... Probably going to shoot Adira. Which it missed. That's great. Abalard doesn't really have a great target this turn. I'm just going to end his turn. Argenta can finish this guy off. I'm going to just get her to run forward. I will just do a... We'll reload. Do a burst fire.
I'll do it.
And we'll just open up on this guy. And one of these shots should hit him. There we go. That's him dead. Giving Adira a spike roll could be good backup. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. And that's the combat encounter completed. I think everybody should be dead. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I just need to be healed really soon so that I don't end up with a wound.
The spearhead of the
The dead know nothing.
Can you just heal me, please?
To the ignorant.
Just don't step on the trap.
Another step.
I've got a sniper rifle in my inventory that she can
Your
use.
time has not yet come.
I'll make sure to return the favor one
Okay.
day.
Let's just make sure you have medkits. Okay, you still have medkits. We have medkits for Abalard. He needs one. And then we can give you... I actually have a sniper rifle. Oh, she actually has a pistol, but now she has a sniper rifle as a secondary, which I think works quite well. All right, let's... So is there a door here? There's not a door I can go through, but these guys came out of a door. Nothing there that I want. What about the madman? He probably has the most useful loot. There's a bolt pistol. Wow, that's early to get a bolt pistol. I mean, it makes sense for us to have the bolt pistol because we're really cool. But it probably makes more sense to give this to probably Abalard. So we're definitely going to grab that. There's also some frag grenades. I want those. The rest of this can go in the bin. Chainmail and flak armor. So we have a look at Abalard. He's currently got this Foehammer shotgun. This does less damage. It's more of a burst. I think I quite like him having the shotgun. I think I'm going to take the bolt pistol to go with my... So no one else is using pistols. I can't use bolt guns. The only person who can use bolt guns is the Sister of Battle. Okay, so no one else has bolt... Oh, and Pascal can use a bolt pistol as well. Hey, Daedra, we fought one encounter and I put the difficulty up to hard. That's all you've missed. And the encounter was harder, but we still kind of walked through it. There it is.
I better myself through my service.
We're just looting the bodies now. I don't think there's anything that useful on the random guys that are here. No, there's some loot down here, so we're gonna head down here to grab it.
Options open.
Just some stuff to sell for our profit margin. We can't get through here at the moment. There's like a door, so we can't get into this section right now. Oh no, we could get there from over here actually. I'm not sure there's anything worth doing down there. There's still lots of loot up here, but the game will automatically loot it when we leave the area. So I don't think there's anything we care about down here. There's a lock we can pick here. Okay, there's actually some stuff to do down there, so we might as well check that out. I don't think there's any secret bosses or anything down here, though. This is just everything that's in the area. We don't need another 2 sniper rifles. I think this just connects us back to where this was. Have you given Abalard the Imperial Navy able to fire off their hand weapon? Yes, I have. Well, I've got the one where if he definitely is doing it. I can't remember if it's the trait you're talking about, but he definitely has a trait. Yeah, this just brings us into the room with the puzzle, so we don't need to be in here. Just another way into this section. But he does have the thing where he will attack and shoot. He just doesn't do it every time. I think it's more when he hits with a opportunity attack, he gets the free shot. Which is why he has the shotgun in the first place. Come on, game. You can load it. You can do it. Come on. Wow, it's taking its time to load, isn't it? That is a long load. Especially for my computer. It's probably because of all the dead bodies. Alright, there's some loot lying around. I'm not really that... Well, we should probably check it out, shouldn't we? Because if I miss something important, that'll be sad. We'll just quickly check down here. Wow, that is some... There is some traps down here. Okay, let's disarm these. Get some experience. Let's go, Argenta. Lots of traps. Wow. That is a crazy amount of traps. What are they protecting?
The Emperor favors me today. Never doubt
Oh, that's a level up. Nice.
I better myself through my
What do you mean?
service.
How am I gently flexing on my audience?
Duty prevails.
Is that another level up? No way. No, it must be just every time we get some experience, yeah. Alright.
Never doubt me.
Clearly oblivious to your presence, the soldier mutters incoherently, does not react to anything around him. What were they protecting? Just stuff to sell. All that for some stuff to sell.
Keep your eye on
Oh, I see. Bro, my computer is so fast. 10 seconds to load. Unheard of. Yes, it is. Alright, let's get everybody leveled up. I do have my level up stuff ready to go. So, we've just hit level 11, which is here. A level 11 on us is... We're looking for... Hang on a second. Let me get the right section open. Level 11 is Steel Resolve. Is that the thing we're looking for? Here it is here. The Officer's Resolve is increased by 3. And then we're also looking for a bonus to Fellowship, which we can now take. Also, our Coercion skill is now, I think, over 100. If we just check here... yeah, our Persuasion skill is now at 100, which means we literally cannot fail a natural persuasion check because you roll a d100, you have to roll under the number in this game. Now there are still chances we could fail a persuasion check, but it is very hard for our character to fail a persuasion check now, which is pretty funny. Okay, now for Abalard. Abalard. I always get his name wrong when I start playing again until I hear somebody say it. So level 11 for him is Reckless Strike. This thing here. The warrior's next melee attack gains plus 20% armor penetration and plus 8 damage and ignores 50% of the target's parry. Every enemy who survives an attack enhanced by this ability will attack the warrior in return, including creatures with ranged weapons. But you can use this to trigger then like more stuff. It seems pretty good. And the next thing we want is Get Off Me, which I think gives him the ability to get out of. When braced effect lasts, Navy officer can use the Get Off Me ability once per round, and the targets of their melee attacks must pass an agility resistance test with a -10 penalty or fall prone. That's amazing. So he can just make everyone around him fall prone as he attacks them. Now for our flamethrower. So she, at level 11, gets ballistics calculation, which is this thing here. The operative attacks a target affected by an exploit from a distance of 10 cells or farther. The attack deals plus 50% damage. So that's just basically a flat plus 50% damage for her for ranged attacks. And for her skill, we're grabbing for her is Lore Xenos, because she's the only person who knows anything about aliens in the party. Then our Genta, level 11 Genta, we're picking up something called Concentrated Fire. The next ranged area attack made by the soldier deals plus 100% damage and has an additional plus 20% damage reduction. So that combos with rapid fire and burst firing her bolt gun to just now do double damage every time she rapid fires. And we'll get her some lore. We'll get her some awareness because I'm pretty good at Lore Imperium. Then we're going to do Pascal. We're trying to build Pascal to be... I'm thinking about building him... I might change the build. It's not too early. But we could build him into something like an arc rifle build. I have to say, I do really like plasma. Like, honestly. So I'm going to stick with the plasma rifle build for now, even though we don't have plasma yet. At level 11, we want ballistic calculations or sharpshooter. So we've already seen this one. Sharpshooter, I think I picked it up last level. I did. So let's grab ballistic calculations. And then we're also going to grab logic buff, because he's like the only person who knows anything about logic. And then finally, Kibala, who is still ridiculously overpowered. She is getting at level 11. I want acrobatic artistry, which is this. The Blade Dancer immediately returns to the cell where they started their turn. The movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. If the Blade Dancer used death from above this turn, the movement repeats all uses of this ability in reverse for 1 AP. So if you have, like, killed 2 guys, then moved, then jumped, then jumped, then jumped, and you use acrobatic artistry, she'll jump back through every jump and then run back to the spot where she started her turn, which is just so stupid for 1 AP. And then she's going to get dance partners, if I can find it. Be dance partners. As long as the Blade Dancer has 2 swords equipped, the Blade Dancer's weapon skill is increased by her agility bonus. So now we need to equip her with 2 swords. She's currently using 1. So we're just going to put her Spinner's Blade in her offhand. Or is this other sword better? Spinner's Blade, this does more damage. We're actually going to take these 2 swords. So now she's dual-wielding swords, which means she also gets 2 attacks. So she is now even stupider than she was. If it's really long loading screen. First, we need to roll 1s on caution for the rest of the campaign. Are there critical failures? To be fair, no, there's no critical failures. I think it depends on the skill check. Yes, there are modifiers to skill checks. So you can still fail. Okay, well that was an interesting little diversion. Our party just actually got quite a large increase in power. Ooh. Ancient Terran Monocle. The wearer's lore and Pierce test depend on fellowship instead of intelligence and gain a +3 bonus. I mean, I don't really have anyone who can use that. I already have a helmet. I don't actually have a helmet. Then I'm getting a monocle. Oh, I love that. My character already has a monocle in their left eye, but when I equip this, it is now a monocle in their right eye. All right, let's get to go see the Lord Governor. Let's do some role-playing in our role-playing game.
I always have a backup plan.
I believe we need to come down here. We'll just quickly loot these goods.
I'm at your service.
No, everybody down here. Thank you. We've got just some stuff to sell. And then we need to come down here. And this wall here is actually very important. To the command center. Also, check out the size of these shells. Are they shells or are they missiles? I think they're shells. For artillery. And not actual ballistic missiles. These things here. I believe these are armaments for a gun. The formidable shells for large caliber weapons are being stored right in the command center. So yes, can you imagine the destructive power of just one of these? Absolutely terrifying. There's like a force field here. Welcome to the Rykard Minoris Command Center. No, it's just hot. And there's lots of people in here. But we're...
They're scrabbling around, digging into my skull from the inside. It's like nails dragging down these metal walls.
Okay, she's not having a good time in here.
I have conducted a visual survey of the locale. The bunker's metal cladding is fully intact and undamaged.
Yes, she's not seeing things in the material world, Pascal. Alright, let's go talk to the governor.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
There are a lot of pieces. Hey, mishaps. Yes, it is. The tall, dark-skinned man turns towards you and greets you in a curt military manner. Faisal Raikadi Abd Medid Afkoris, Governor of the Star System. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. The man gazes frozen on Abalard, his eyes slightly narrow. Vizarian. Governor Medina, my greetings. When the governor enters Kibboleth's clothes, his eyes go wide. He adds softly and cautiously, "This woman, she is your bodyguard, I presume, or is she here to..." He stops, choosing not to finish his question. "I am not seeing the convoy I sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fall? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise you the punishment will be swift and severe." I don't think I've seen a cannon show with riffets on it before. What a curious exchange of... No, the convoy was ambushed and massacred. The only surviving soldier tried to betray us. This is an outrage. I will have the personal vending procedure changed immediately. The slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest. Your ladyship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are interested you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House Valancius. I have received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now the rogue trader? Not important enough to get a profile pic or a voice actor. My esteemed predecessor died at the hand of a cultist. I should be the one asking questions. Our ship was attacked, Theodora was killed, I claimed my inheritance. That is all you need to know. The governor frowns and a deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue trader of Valancius. Slain? Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, your ladyship. Do not hesitate to let me know how I can help. You know what? I need some crew. So I need some fresh crew, and I'm going to roll a commerce check. Commerce check succeeded, of course, your ladyship. They will be compensated for any losses. I'll see that personally the ship's hold are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves. Profit factor gained. 2. We want as much profit factor as possible. Abalard nods in approval. Excellent, your ladyship. A rogue trader has no use for leniency. I can offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rebel will soon be duly punished for the heretical scheming. I'm going to commend Sergeant Malgar because I think it's pretty funny. The sergeant who managed to impress a person of noble standing will be recommended for decoration. Cool. My kinsman, Kunran Voitner von Valancius, has betrayed our dynasty in the Pyramid. If he's hiding in the system, I want him handed over to me. We're here for Heinrich von Kalox. I'm not going to mess around with family business with this governor who can't even manage his own world, so I'm just going to get him to help me with my mission. I'm not going to, do this. The governor lowers his voice. I do. Master von Kalox has left for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium. It is an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity, but I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of his most holy inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. What a great name, by the way. The hallowed electrodynamic cenobium. I love that. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down settlers of the city has been destroyed, by me. Now nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master von Kalox, you should go to the cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles from Pascal's vox. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magus Hanaum, am officially initiating the participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that there is zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that our ordained Magos should provide his assistance. I categorically object. The governor clenches his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omnissiah's servants. We have lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in the same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. Medina and Pascal glare at each other, their unyielding gazes like crossed swords. I quite like this. You have picked an interesting time to quarrel with a servant of the Omnissiah, Governor. A critical situation calls for decisive action. I cannot let every learned tech priest go to their death the moment they hear about an endangered relic. Good luck trying to stop them. I need people who can do more than praise the Omnicide to look after the capital and its millions of citizens. The Magos is part of my retinue. You have no right to give him orders. You mistake me for a fool. I know he arrived separately from you, and I would bet my life that no... Oh. Pascal's taking action. Oh, Pascal is taking action! The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechadendrite. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medina clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So, this is the negotiating technique you have resorted to. Do you think this is the first time I've been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with a crunching of bone and the squelching of tearing flesh. I'm heading to the Monastery because I must. Is that clear? The governor gritted through teeth. Absolutely so, Magos. It would be my pleasure to assist the Omnissiah's servant in reaching the sanctum. Thank you for your cooperation, your ladyship. As a compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magus Hanaeum, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykard's system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you all at all costs until your life functions cease, but only within the limits of the Rykard system. You're Hanaeum? You're alive? Glad you're alive. The governor raises an eyebrow and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further commentary. Pascal, what is so special about the Cenobium and the relic? What is in there that has drawn the attention of the interrogator of the Inquisition? I have never been there before, but I would presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great destruction should it end up in heretic hands. The fury of the freed machine spirits, once released from the sacred circuit, will destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may render the world of Rykard Minoris uninhabitable. Heresy must be purged from these blessed halls. I declare any desecrator who defiles the relic's power a Category 3 blasphemer, deserving of immediate execution. Why not shell them? No, we're not going to talk about shelling the monastery. What has perplexed you about my companion's names? The governor looks at Pascal with curiosity. According to the reports we received, Logus Abel Hanuman set off the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find that you are safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master von Kalox? Wait, Abel... But we've got Pascal. So does he have a twin brother or a brother? Pascal's vox rasps in confusion. My name is Pascal, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about this Abel, Governor? I've never met him in person. That esteemed Logus supervised the work of Rykard Minoris' Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true anchorite. Where did he fly to the monastery? When a Logus of the Elected Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, we don't ask why, your ladyship. Where can I get information on this individual? I would have suggested you inspect the esteemed Logus' sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them to the cogitators at the command posts. They might provide you with some information. It is amazing the mechanical voice from a Vox can sound so confused. That name might have been used as a signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be Archmagos Amarant, initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. Idria tenses up and listens, but turns sharply to face Pascal. I can hear my friend's snide whispers through the door. Be careful in your search, Magos. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it. In every shard at once. Mending it is that much more of a tainted affair. The new reflection is death-like. I see. Glad to be of service, ladyship. That's all I wanted to discuss. Oh, why are these guys drawing bolters? Oh, it is the Arbites. The Adeptus Arbites is assuming command of this area. The arbitrator marches forward relentlessly and halts one step away from the governor, looking down at him. So this guy was introduced last time, but just in case you didn't see him, this is his portrait. He has a very cool voice, but sadly this bit isn't voice acted. Governor Medina, in the name of the Lex Imperialis, I, Proctor Solomon Anthar, arrest you on suspicion of involvement in the theft of the shipment of the Imperial tithe. Taking into account the state of emergency on this planet, I will permit you to retain your authority under my direct supervision. From this time forth, you will give the Adeptus Arbites your full cooperation, in particular by transferring command of the strike groups and other resources to me. Arrest me? Transfer my resources? Your demands undermine my efforts to suppress the rebellion. Excuse me, Proctor, but this accusation of stealing the sacred tithe is simply Denying guilt only adds to the suspicions against you, Governor. Now let us go over everything one more time. The tithe was stolen from your world. You are culpable for this incident whether you were personally involved or not. You will provide the resources I have requested without objection, as this measure also serves to re-establish control over the planet. Comply, or I will consider your refusal an obstruction to the investigation and take steps accordingly. It seems I am left with no other option than to obey your will. As his law-abiding servant, I honor the word of Lex Imperialis. Unless your ladyship has something to say in the matter, I would never think to oppose a servant of the Lex. In that case, please accommodate yourself, Proctor, but before I give you access codes, I must give a protected, self-exonerating statement. There's no need. All information required of you will be attained during questioning, without witnesses. Be it your personal guard or the rogue trader. Just you, me, and Glato. The Cybermastiff lets out a heavy growl that sends a shiver down your spine. What is your plan, Proctor? Stop the heretics from taking over the starport and other locations critical to the investigation. At the same time, we will crush the heretics' resistance. Most of them are hiding among the commoners, and a series of concentrated strikes against the residential districts and infirmaries will send them running. Then, that is when we will finish off the rebel carrion. Blood of the throne. I will be governing over nothing but ruins and corpses by the time you are done. Have faith in my methods, Governor. I am not going to depopulate your world. After all, it needs to be able to continue paying the tithe. It is indeed me live, Grid Dead. How's it going? War crimes. Okay, there is an iconoclast, dogmatic, or heretical choice here. We haven't had any votes yet this stream, so let's go for it. The dogmatic choice is a sound plan, Proctor. Only harsh measures can restore order. The iconoclastic choice is killing innocents is unacceptable, even for the sake of saving a world. And the heretical choice is I recommend not taking civilian casualties into account. These people need a good lesson in pain and fear. It is a good game, yes. So you could all vote on that. 1 for dogmatic, 2 for iconoclastic, 3 for heretical. We'll give it for 1 minute. Exclamation mark V1, exclamation mark V2, exclamation mark V3. Let's see what you want to go with. I've got a feeling I know where you want to go, but I'm going to let you vote because I think it's fun. I do enjoy having some votes going in there. Problem is, heresy is worth it a few civilian casualties. Everyone's going great so far with the votes. At the moment, heresy is winning, which is hilarious. Everyone going in for the heresy. We've got a little bit of dogmatism. If you do not want the heresy to happen, you're going to have to get your votes in. More votes for heresy. Wow, we've got the heretical chat on tonight. So far, we've been pretty iconoclastic, but you guys want the heresy. This is a wild swing for our character. I wonder how this is going to go down with all of the incredibly devout people we have in the party, of which we have quite a few. Purge the chat. The chat has turned to heresy. We need some Grey Knights in the chat. Or we need the Inquisition to Inquisition the chat. Thank you for voting, John Veller. That's option 1 done in the vote. The vote's about to finish. If you want to get in, you've got to be pretty quick, but it looks like we're voting for heresy. Yep, that's it. Inquisition chat is when Dark Heresy comes out. Okay, we're going to pick the heresy option. I recommend not taking civilian casualties. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. I recommend not taking civilian casualties into account. These people are in need of a good lesson in pain and fear. There is a difference between effective tactics and terror. You are referring to the second. This world must not lose more people than is necessary, or Rykard Minoris will struggle to return to serving the Emperor. Why do you think rebels are hiding from the civilians? They could have shelters elsewhere. I know this from a few intercepted Vox exchanges and a couple of scumbags we've interrogated. Sorry, wouldn't plank you just a little bit too late. But first and foremost, I know from experience. Such mutinous rabble always feeds off its families and associates. But you'll get the next one, that wasn't a particularly important vote, who also provide a source of recruits to support its ranks. And of course, there is the heretics' contemptible habit of using the local population as a shield. We need to flush them out of their nests and starve them of their resources. I wish you luck in your investigation, Proctor. Alright, can we talk to the tech priest guy here? We can. This painfully thin tech priest turns sharply towards you. The sudden movement makes his chromed augmentus briefly clang. His grey eyes, set under furrowed brows, almost blend into the pale skin of his face, and he levels you with a heavy, dour stare. Identification, Unit Logis Quartz Crime, official trade representative of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. The unit supervises supply routes in the Rykard system, ensures the security of the combat arsenal, performs commercial transactions, and secures mutually beneficial contracts. Idris Alba says we got to beat them, so democracy was a mistake. When the tech priest has noticed Pascal, his eyes widen. His Vox unit immediately lets out a string of screeching binaric, a tortuously long terrain in which the volume rises and falls seemingly at random. When it's finally over, the omniscient servant bows his head in deference. Unit Quartz Crane requests permission to transfer information. The rogue trader possesses a supreme degree of power, the potential to influence the current leadership, the ability to restore order to the Rykard system. Pascal, what was that? A detailed complaint. I recommend you consider Unit Quartz request to transfer information. Permission to transfer information granted. What do you wish to tell me? Haphazard and careless decisions on the part of Rykard Minor's governor have led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanicus Sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium without delay. Restoring communication with the electro priests and ensuring the sanctum's security are our top priorities. You are the head of a rogue trader dynasty. Your position enables you to exert influence and pressure on the subjects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Crane requests assistance. The actions of Governor Faisal Rykard Ab Medina Afchronis must be influenced. Demand that troops be sent to the Holy Monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I observe the world's authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties. This statement is true. I'll discuss it with the governor. Unit Quartz Crane is grateful. The rogue trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future actions of local authorities. Alright, show me your arsenal. I would accept the commercial transaction. Okay, this is just telling me how profit factor works. So, currently I can get myself an analyst's helmet. When the wearer kills a target with an exploit using a single or deadeye slot, the target's enemy immediately the nearest enemy gains. That's not amazing, but we're going to buy all this stuff because we can. There's also a reflective shield here, which we can give to Abalard. The wielder gains +1 deflection. Shields allow the wielder to block attacks. The first use of a shield every turn costs 1 AP less. Okay, we're going to grab all of this. And then what I can do is I can sell them stuff to get my reputation up. A shield is equipped in one hand, but it occupies the slot in both weapon sets. Each shield has a chance to block an enemy's attack. If a hit in a burst attack is blocked, all subsequent attacks are also blocked. Shield Bash allows the wielder to attack an enemy using the shield. The Stalwart Defense ability increases the wielder's chance to block attacks of multiple enemies. If such an attack is blocked, the wielder can counterattack the corresponding enemy using their main weapon. Alright, so I can trade all of this stuff, which will get me a whole ton of reputation with the Explorators. But what do I want to grab here? I have 15 profit factor, so I can buy everything up to pretty much the last level of this. So there's a modified bolter here, which might be a nice upgrade for Argenta. There's another bolt pistol, which isn't a huge bonus for us. Stabilizing bracers. When the wearer uses running gun, they gain +1 damage on the ranged attacks. Very nice. There's also a plasma pistol here. We can grab that. There's a sword called Soul Siphon. It's a it's a Psyker sword. Damn. I was hoping to give that to. Only Psykers can equip. Oh no! I think anyone can equip a force weapon, but if you need to be a Psyker to actually use it properly. So sadly, Kibble cannot use it. There's a needle ring, a marvelous combat weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to fire a toxic needle once per combat. Then there's a modified las gun, 30 dodge reduction, interesting. A metronome. If the wearer did not spend movement points during the turn, they gain +10 to all characteristics to their next turn. Wow. Ceramite Stormtrooper Carapace. We can't afford that, unfortunately. We don't have the profit margin for it. And there's a neurohaptic amplifier. If the wearer uses stalwart defenses, but the effect is not triggered by the start of the turn, they gain +3 movement points. Well, I think we want to get ourselves up to, if we can, rank 4 with these guys. If you give Abalard a shield, use his ability to use his offhand weapon. It's better weapon. Okay, that's good to know. I probably do use it as a backup. So, that's the dog. How do I do this? Do I just want to select everything and sell all of this? That seems a little bit dumb to me to sell all of this for this. If I sell my ship components, do I need these? Selling full cargo to merchants improves your reputation with the faction. However, all loot inside that cargo will be lost. Well, let's sell our provisions. I don't really need those. That's going to get me 100 points. Heretic trophies will get me 600. I see. Okay. Holy gifts will get me up to 1,100. Another holy gifts will get me up to 1,600. That will be to level 1. Mechanicus creations will probably go down well with them. That's 1,800. Ship components probably gets me to 2,000. Miscellaneous gets me to 2050, and then the ranged weapons. So how come I'm only getting 2150? Oh, there's more down here. Ah, okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, the value of each trade is on the left. Okay, so let's actually clear selection, and I will sort by cost. Yeah, so I'll sell holy gifts because they like holy gifts. and they like heretic trophies. That will get me up to 4,000. Let's just do this in stages. So we'll do 1,500 first. The next one is only 500, so we'll send another one. The next one is 1,000. That gets me to rank 3. If I want to get to rank 4, I need another 1,500. Do I really want that rank? It gets me the modified lasgun and the metronome. No, it just gets me the metronome. I don't think I mean, the metronome is nice, but I don't think I need this just now. I'm just going to buy everything else that is here. Also, first aid manual. Using any medkit costs -1 AP less, but no less than 0 is very cool. Let's get all of this stuff. And then we'll come back for this stuff later. Okay, we have to spend a little bit of time doing some equipping. So let's sort by newest to oldest. So the needle ring, we can equip the needle ring. We'll give that to us. I would sell everything you can at this point in the game. You want one for cargo as the game progresses. Okay. Can I give Kibala the medical booklet? Then we got ourselves a psychic body glove. The character wearing this armor gains 65% dodge, which is good, which is like average. The wearer ignores the first critical hit and damage. Base armor is 3. So this is probably good for Adira. She gets plus 3% dodge. And it's basically the same as what she's already wearing. It actually gets her less dodge, but it ignores the first critical hit in combat. And I think it probably will look cooler. Looks exactly the same. Okay. Bolt pistol we can't use. There is a force sword here. Kibala can't take advantage of the force abilities in the force sword, but it maybe replaces them as a pattern sword anyway. It has more armor penetration. It does the same amount of damage. It has the same attacks. It has plus 10% parry and minus 10. Yeah, it is actually an improvement for her on her. It's her offhand weapon, isn't it? The Mars pattern's in the right hand. Yeah, it is an improvement on her offhand weapon. Also, it looks really cool. Sadly, she can't use the psychic part of it, but it's still a cool sword. Then the plasma pistol. We could give the plasma pistol to Pascal right now. This lets us fight. This basically gives him a ranged area attack. It is just a pistol, but it's doing the same amount of damage as his arc rifle. Well, a little. It's less than his arc rifle, with a shorter range, but it's building into what he wants to be. So I think I'm going to use it. We also got ourselves a modified bolter. So we're currently using a standard bolter on Argenta. This thing does less damage. It has a higher rate of fire with the same recoil, the same range, and the same max ammo. So it is actually an improvement because of the rate of fire, even though it doesn't look like it is. And also it is the correct color scheme for her setup. We also got ourselves a balanced maul, which just is a maul attack. I mean, we could give that to you, but you're using chainsword and stuff. We got ourselves the analyst's helmet. The only person who can really take advantage of that, actually, Pascal could use it. And then we've got the shield. So at the moment, if we want to use the shield, we would have to unequip the stub carbine, which I don't mind doing. We could give, we need a pistol for Abalard of some kind. What have we got? We've got Deadshot stub revolver, Ripper auto pistol, well-maintained stub revolver. We'll use the Deadshot. And we'll equip... Actually, no. We'll equip a sword and the shield. Which, can he even use the shield? Yes, he can. So that's his... This is his backup. We'll switch to this if he's getting overwhelmed. And then this is his primary config. Oh, wait. He's... Oh, okay. You can't do that. So you can't use the shield and the pistol. Oh, well. We're just going to go with the faux hammer then. And I'll give him back the stub carbine. Shield plus melee weapon is generally better. I want to go for the free shot build, at least for now. So at the moment he's not getting overwhelmed, I think we're pretty good. Okay, that's all of that dealt with. We have one less... We have to talk to the governor now. Governor, you didn't steal the tithe ship. Did you? Not you too. I swear on the golden throne and the blood of all martyrs, I never considered committing such an act. Please, your ladyship, do not insult me with such suspicions. Tech Priest Quartz claims you have not been doing enough to ensure the safety of the Adeptus Mechanicus Monastery. Of course he does. That tech priest is very insistent. I ordered a squad to be dispatched to the Holy Synod of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They haven't been heard from yet. I'm afraid that is all I can do under present circumstances. I don't have a single soldier here to spare in the capital. Okay, let's...
Let us not dawdle.
We have to hack this computer, and then we can get out of here. The cogitator looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced. Not a single key is jammed. We can't do that core. So if I equip the shield... Oh, I can do shield and gun. Yeah, you're right. But I still can't use the best part, which is the free shoot part of the build, if he's using the sword. Numerous parts have been replaced. Not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with the prayers of the Omnissiah adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold notch cables run from inside to a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. Awaiting access code. Pascal, do your thing. You bypass the security layers. The cogitator is ready to reveal its secrets. Pascal leans forward and runs his fingers over the keys. I appeal to the machine spirit to open Logus Abel's personal archives. It has accepted my request. Go to Logus's private archives. Result of Logus Abel's data trance. Question. Do you mean talent that is whenever you do a power you get a free attack? Yes, that's the one I'm using. I cannot see the secret design. Oh, there is there. Okay, well maybe if we pick that up. I cannot see the sacred design, but I sense it. Shackled in stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harnesses of their vows. It works with the shield too? Oh. I'm registering an or it does? Okay, then we'll just do that. I'm registering an impulse of change. I surmise with 2 shields, Sugan Tofu. 2 shields. A potential influence on the status of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logus Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Logus Abel is seeking an audience with the venerable Dar Impulse 6, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the Governor's Palace for a shuttle flight to the Electrodynamic Cenobium. A message has also been sent through the Forbundus system. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize the words. I believe I know the intended recipient of this message in the Forbundus system. It was me, Omnissiah. Grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. So the person who shares a name with Pascal had a tech priest trance, received a vision. That vision told him to go to this techno videodrome place, and also send a message that summoned Pascal here. Okay, go to Sacred Computation. Upon Logus Abel's orders, the archives of every Orchard station on Rykar Minoris and the 2 primary satellites have been queried. Said satellites are named Magus Maruf and Zafria the Keen, after 2 great champions of faith, whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellite cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the Sacred Computation requested by the Logis is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Computation result positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the Sacred Augur's eyes. The first of these ships, thought to have arrived Rykard Minoris cycles ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Hey, XLSD's like her. I look forward to watching this later and eventually seeing what comes of the 3 domain planets. Ooh, interesting. I don't know what that means. Logus Abel's conclusion. The insurrection of the planet has been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rykard system, the rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries, but what is the nature of their activity near Rykard Philia? Governor Medina's attention must be drawn to, and then it cuts off. Recent observation. The satellite Magus Maruf reports that the ship is translated into the system. Its signature is inconsistent with the recurrence of the flagship of a rogue trader dynasty, so that's us arriving. The satellite Zephyr the Keen reports that the ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship had sent an encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled airs of the servants of Rykar Minoris. After transmission, another transmission was directed to the planetoid Rykar Dia Philia. Both transmissions were assigned Brother Twilight. The contents could not be decrypted. To be investigated. The entry contains planetside coordinates marked as heavy auger station jam and possibly hidden insurgent base. Okay, we are now ready to move on, I believe. There's nothing else for us to do in here. We can't hack that other computer. No.
I always keep my options
Let's
open.
get going. We're on our way to the Mega Psyker Videodrome Bibliotech now. That's what it's called, right? That's the name of it. Equip the shield. Yes, I will equip the shield. Thank you for reminding me. Also, the game does not like loading this map, apparently. Didn't take as long as last time, though. Okay, let's quickly equip the shield for Abalard. And I'll give him full hammer in his other slot. So he has the 2. Okay, there's loads of dead bodies here that were not here before. Like, a lot of dead bodies that were here. See? And here doing mourning, that's what we're done for. Now look who's come to our rescue. The Adeptus Arbites. I didn't get to read the whole thing of what he said. Okay, so the things have changed since we've done. Acknowledged. Our key objectives have most likely fallen. We're fallen proto. So the Arbites are just killing everybody by the looks of it. Everybody's just dying. Another modification this week, the one that makes the map loading not be synchronous, one file at a time. Oh, really? I haven't picked up that other mod you suggested, actually, Wooden Plank. It might be worth, if you could, posting it in the Discord. If you did already, I apologize for missing it even more. But it would be worth picking up. The one that lets all the party members take part in conversations, even if they're not in the party. That's the only reason I want to use it. It's like the one for Project Wingman that puts... oh, what's her name? Puts Prez in every... not Prez. Oh, what's her name? I can't remember her name. The WSO. Is it Prez? In every aircraft. Do you remember the melee range weapon? Do you need the melee range weapon on Abalard? No, probably not. That's a good point. Probably need a longer range weapon on him. Let's give him... If we could have a bolt pistol, that would be great. Let's give him the las pistol, I think, for the range. Oh, guess who wants to come into the room? Let me just get her. 1 second. It is Prez. Okay, cool. Hello, puppy. Did you just wake up? Come on inside. Come on. Oh, you want to go to the bathroom? Okay, come on inside. Careful. Back up. She's just been put in a cone of shame because she has a sore leg, and she has not worked out how big it is, and she's bumping into everything. I'll have to get up in a second to help her out, but this has a range of what? 10, and this thing has a range of 10, range of 6. Okay, these are actually better. We'll take the well-maintained 7 to 12. We'll take the dead shot. Okay, instead of the full hammer. All right, let's keep going.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I do like him. He's very reliable as a companion, which is always a good thing. Oh, okay. We found some cultists. I wasn't expecting a fight here, but there is a fight here. Did I even go the right way? No, this is probably a fight from before that I missed. Oh well, it doesn't look like a particularly big fight. All right, so I'm gonna put... Well, let's put Abalard over here. I'm gonna put Kibbs in cover here. Pascal is now artillery piece over here. Argenta, what's the order? Yeah, we'll put Argenta here so she can move into this slot. Dira I'll put here, and then I'll put me up here where I can snipe down on people. Okay, Kibble first. I'm going to run to this guy with my force sword that she can't use. I didn't even notice that guy there. And we're going to stab this guy.
Trust me.
Then we're going to... Ooh, do I want to dance over? Where's it? Yeah, I can dance straight into this square here.
As honor or death is a blessing.
Okay, and then we do a blade dance.
My blade whispers your name.
And that kills this guy. And I think I'll get another blade dance. So we move to here.
Death comes in silence.
This is how stupid she is, by the way. Both mods in general chat. What do you mean? By that wooden plank. Oh, both. Okay, cool. Thank you. You posted the mods in the Discord. Let's jump to here. Get both of these guys. That's not a kill for us. That's us out of actions, right? Killer's all the way here. But now I can press this button here, and for 1 AP, she will repeat everything she's done. So jump back to here, run to here, jump to here. Now she's not killing anybody here, but she's still rewinding her back into cover, which is insane. Yeah, sorry, I just got distracted. Did he just blow himself up? They did. They just blew themselves up. Okay. Oh, nice dodge.
Such is the will of chaos.
Ooh, that was nasty. That's a lot of damage on her. We've got 5 burning and we've got 8 burning. That's not good. All right, Pascal is going to He's going to upgrade everybody's weapons. If I drop it here, yeah, that's perfect. Chat was. That's what confused me. And then I'm going to fire the AoE overcharge of the plasma pistol right onto these guys here.
Request.
And then we have no AP left for anything else.
I am your doom.
Hi, yeah, that's exactly what I thought you were talking about, the mods in general chat. I didn't even realize there were enemies over here. We kill them, may go down here.
Whispers my name.
Okay, Argenta is going to have to medkit Kibala to keep her alive.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. The pain will subside.
Do you
That's
think
very important that we do
my
that.
body was suffering?
Right, I've got 2 AP left, which is just enough for a rapid fire without any buffs. That's all I can really do this right now.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And she's going to miss with all but 1 shot, unfortunately. And then I'll hold that. Okay, Idira is now available. I'm thinking if I Psychic Scream this guy, it's not going to kill him, damn. Because it's going to bounce onto other enemies if I do kill. It's not going to kill any of them. This guy's got a lot of health. Let's just set him on fire. I don't have line of sight on him. Okay. We can kill this guy, though, and that will jump to the next person. I'm not sure who that actually jumped to. Let's give you a dodge. No line of sight to target. Okay, we'll give you a dodge. Most reviews don't call them guards, yes. And then we're going to just move Idira. There's no good cover here. This is actually an awful place to fight, this staircase. Let's just bring her back up here. I don't want her getting
What is
flamethrowed.
this foreboding?
Okay, now it's me. And I think I want to give Argenta another turn.
Who, if not me?
Hey, Soze, how's it going? So far it's very, very good.
I'll see to
But
it
you have to really like CRPGs, and you have to have like a lot of reading. There's a lot of dialogue that you just need to pay attention to. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to bring the dog in now that she's done her business. Give me 2 secs to grab her. You have no idea. You put no depth perception with that coat on, do you? Can you lie down? Good girl. There's your blanket. Good girl. The cone. Oh my god. Fix that so you can breathe. There you go. Yeah. Silly dog. Ugh. So yeah, there's a lot of people who really love the game in chat. And I'm enjoying it a lot so far. She's gotten a slight infection on her leg. So she just has the coat on so she doesn't lick it while it heals. She's on some antibiotics for it as well. She's just an old lady and she gets hurt sometimes. Okay, I have 2 AP, which means I can only do a burst fire, but we'll try again. Okay, that was a little bit better, but still not great. I pressed F there to end her turn because I've been playing so much Menace. And then for me, I'm going to give Kibala... I can't give anyone any actions here that I want to, because I can't see anybody who's here. I'm going to run across to here. And I'm going to give Kibala a free move. I can't still. I still can't give you a free move either. Now I can see over here, I'm pretty sure. Actually, why don't I just shoot someone? I can't shoot him, I can't shoot him. I can shoot him.
Make it happen.
You enjoy a good story, we come to a lot of reading, yes. 100%. No, I cannot give... Apparently I cannot see Abalard from here. I don't understand that. At all. Oh, this is just not in range. Oh, it's not in range. Okay, that makes more sense. I'll give Argenta a free move then. And I'll get her to move to here.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Okay, let's end her turn and end my turn. This is going to be bad.
I suffered worse.
Not too bad. The cool thing about Abalard is if I use Brace for Impact, it should remove fire burning from him. No, I think it's actually Endure.
At your beck and call.
Yes, that got rid of the burning, which is great. He does have a wound right now, but we're going to leave it, and I'm just going to start cleaving my way through as many enemies as I can. We also have Get Off Me, which pushes enemies and cells away by two cells. So we can hit this guy and then charge over here. So we'll hit this guy. So what have we got here? We've got Sour Defense. The wielder marks enemies within the area of effect and immediately ends the turn. Until the start of the next turn, the wielder gets plus 50% block against the first attack made by each of the marked enemies. If an enemy is blocked, the wielder counterattacks. Oh my god, that is awesome. So we kill this guy. Then we're going to charge to here.
It will be done.
And then I will do a get off me.
I will do my duty.
And that knocks them all prone. And does damage to them. Cool.
There is only death.
Okay, Kibala is currently burning. I can get her to finish off this guy on the floor. I move to here. And then she'll be able to jump in and kill another one of those guys.
As the tenants killing brings me no pleasure.
And then if I do a jump to here, I'm worried she's going to destroy this, but I think we'll be okay.
The other side awaits.
And then she can finish this off
As
with
honor
a
orders.
dance. I knew she was going to blow that up.
Be a martyr.
Crap. I knew she was going to blow that up. Okay, so she just got a trauma. Make use of medkits to treat injuries to avoid suffering traumas. Removing traumas is a more difficult risk. They can only be healed by resting on the ship or in certain other places suitable for rest. So that was unfortunate. I was a bit worried that she was going to blow that up, and in fact she did blow that up. So my bad. I'm the worst Lord, the worst commander ever. Let's move Pascal down to here. She was just dancing and enjoying herself so much she didn't realize she was going to blow herself up. And we got a plasma overcharge on Pascal that did like 1,000,000 damage to him. I maybe need to check the actual way plasma works, because I may be misreading it. Okay, and then we'll finish this guy off with Argenta. So we'll do a rapid fire. We will reload for free. We'll dump a concentrated fire onto this for double damage. And now we finally get to... What was that noise you just made, Argenta? And now we get to see how many shots she gets with this.
I'll do it.
So that was 8 shots she got there, and she still failed to hit the guy. Alright, Adira, there's not much you can do right now. I will give another shot to you.
I won't stand for it.
Actually, I could probably just shoot the guy myself, but we'll give another shot to Argenta's still not in range. And then we'll just take a shot at this guy.
Just for the weak.
And we missed. Cool. I've got no AP left. I can run and gun
As the Emperor commands,
and take another shot.
I'll do it.
Okay, the chances to hit are just too low. I don't think I've got a shot on him. No, I can't see him. I can move to here. I don't think that gives me a shot. No, no shot on him. I will give Abalard. I don't have room enough for Abalard. I'll give Pascal a move. Put him in cover here. Hey, Kavir, how's it going? Good morning and good night to you as well. Okay, Abalard is miles out of the way. This has been a really nasty fight.
Tried and tested tactics are the best.
Doesn't help that I blew Kibala up, though. That is 100% my bad. Can't quite make it to the guy, but we can get pretty close. And then I'll just brace for impact, endure, and we'll use a medkit since we're not doing anything else this turn. Oh, I can't actually use a medkit this turn. That's okay. This doesn't have the range, I think. I can actually mark this guy with a stalwart defense. If he attacks me, he will be in trouble. I have a single shot with the... So this is... Overheats a plasma weapon for 2 turns, so I should have done that again. Can you swap your weapon and shoot? I should have done that, Surgeon. I didn't. We'll just finish this guy off with Pascal, though. We'll just use the power axe. And that's finally the battle over. So we've got two people injured, and unfortunately, Kibala has minus 15 intelligence, perception, willpower, and fellowship. But she only needs dexterity and strength, so I'm not actually too upset about that.
I am your shadow.
We do need to heal some people, though.
There is life in you, yes.
That was satisfying,
Use
yes.
it wisely.
I made a lot of mistakes in that fight, honestly.
Field medicine at its finest.
Do I have any more medkits? I do. I've got lots of medkits, which is good.
Your time has not yet come.
Does the heavy medkit remove traumas? Heals 1 fresh injury on old medicine. Removes bleed. No, it doesn't heal a large one. Okay, anything worth grabbing here? Probably not. Lots of rubbish items. Some more stuff to sell. Some more stuff to sell. Anything over here? Some goods. Kibble says concussion. Yes, she does. We've got a mesh vest. 30% armor. Don't think that's as good as anything I've got. We'll not pick that up. Alright, let's get out of here.
Over there.
Oh, what have we spotted? A trap. I don't really care about that trap. Oh, actually, no, it's experience.
Duty prevails.
We're just running back to the spaceport right now so that we can go to the electric tenobrium or whatever it's called. I can't. What's with all these traps that people are leaving around down here? This is weird.
Onward. The Emperor favors me today.
Lots of traps. Almost back. I'll be surprised if there's another fight here, actually. Nope, no fight. Cool. Okay, back to the spaceport. Or as they're calling it, the starport. Some junk, we'll collect all. Yep. And then we need to get back to the transport. Okay. There's Arbites here now, so we don't have to worry. Also, our friendly melter turrets.
Let us not dawdle.
What's all the traps? Do the Arbites really want to protect the HQ? Maybe, yeah. Hello to Electrolyte Synovium. Yes, I'm actually having fun saying the wrong name on purpose, but I'm sure you're all very aware of that I'm not actually intentionally saying it, you know, that I am intentionally saying it wrong. Remember all these fights we did over here? Almost back at our own shuttle. Oh, actually, oh no, the guard's up here. This guy here. Is he still here? No, he's gone. The sergeant's not here anymore. Yeah, the sergeant's... Oh, there's the sergeant. I'm gonna quickly talk to the sergeant. Oh no, nothing there. Okay, let's get back on our little plane. The pilot, just dressed in a crumpled uniform adorned with Von Valancius' coat of arms, still looks quite pale. Her white hands bear red marks left by the wheel. Apparently you fly a lander with a wheel. Secretary she let it when the missile flew right past her shuttle is etched in your memory. Her voice quivers slightly. That was some flight, your ladyship. If it had been a little less likely, we'd be checking the port in the sky. Take me to... back to my ship. I think I need to go back to the ship and then land on the planet. And then we need to go to... We're still on Rykard Minoris. And we go to the electrodynamic Synobium. And we'll take the team as is. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's accept. And that will heal up. That actually heals up Kibbalet as well. I'm pretty sure. Oh, did I actually need to rest on the ship to do it? It's annoying if I did. No, she's fine. It auto-rested. She is healed. We'll cover the landing area leadership. Glory to the Von Valancius dynasty. Okay. Oh, what's happened over here?
That wasn't so difficult.
Judging by the dead people's equipment, they were the same warnings the governor sent to the monastery's aid. Lore Imperium.
That's how it's done.
The pieces are molten on the edges. The statue is likely blasted by a barrage from a multi-laser turret, the type found on landing force shuttles. So someone's landed a shuttle here. Oh, there's something to attack over here. An athletics. What's going on over here?
Compared to naval service,
was
barely a challenge.
I knocked this over to get some stuff. So free grenades are always nice. I need to remember to use my grenades. We'll just keep checking the landing area. See if there's any more presents here. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription. One is Neo. That's very kind of you. Welcome to the channel. Hello, Frostfair. I have this game in my wish list. What are your overall thoughts about the game? It's positives and negatives. So in terms of like being Warhammer 40,000, I would say the game hits that really, really well in a way that really lets you explore the universe, especially as a newcomer, and not be too overwhelmed by it. But it's going to be overwhelming no matter what. I think so far the writing has been very good. As I said, the theming is very, very good. You do need to read a lot. So if you're not the sort of person who if you like your RPGs to be voice acted, there is voice acting in the game. But you're going to have to read a lot of text to understand what's going on. The character creation and character building is very complicated. Lay people, whether you're entering the sun. Okay, this is where people will pray if they're not tech priests. So it's a very big game, and it definitely has like you're going to have to read a lot of stuff to stay up to date, which I don't have a problem with, but I know that it could be a negative for a lot of people. So just watch out for that. Let's open the gate. And also, yes, as Sujin Tofa says, the Owlcat puzzles are something else. The banner of him awakens the gate's latching mechanism. I'm guessing you cannot get in here if you do not have Pascal on your team. It's definitely, like, I think the game was pretty buggy when it first came out, but it's pretty polished now. I'm sure there's still a few bugs out there. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I personally am really enjoying myself so far. Okay, we are inside the electric cenobium. The heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had time to reach for their weapons. Alright, let's watch out for automated defense systems then.
Mistress Cabela, you move with the utmost
Not the time,
confidence
Abalard.
in familiar places. And yet, until now, you have spent your entire life on a void ship.
This place is almost like the plasma drive chambers on the flagship. The deadly flashes of the machine.
Even the people at automated defenses, that's a good point.
Scorched flesh and threads that must be severed.
Okay, what can we check out here? You note the wire junctions are often marked with a symbol of a key that appears to connect two lines. Okay, that's a clue. Let's go right first. Okay, there's an open door here. And there's some dead bodies. We're going to check this room out first. Looks like an office of some kind. Nothing to loot in here. On the maladies of the machine spirits and the ways of diagnostic divination. There's nothing else here. It's a library. Okay, there's some dead bodies here as well. Does anyone know has a secret Alcon ending, which would be between Mars and Saturn? Probably. The cultists were killed with a hit to the back with some kind of electric weapon. So whoever's fighting in here is very good at sneaking around. There's an altar here. I think I'm going to go the other way for the moment.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
A mercilessly quick electric shock was not what killed this cultist. His face is contorted in pain as if he was tortured. There are no wounds on this heretic's body, but his face is contorted in terror, and his eyes are bloodshot from ruptured vessels. So people are getting killed quickly and scarily in here. We can open this room. Oh.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last electro priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse emperor!
And another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
I think we find Heinrichs. The tall... Oh, okay, first of all, we need to see his portrait. He very much the picture of a member of the Inquisition. This is Heinrichs, our potential new party member. I don't think he joins us now, though. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A forced sword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. If you don't know what the Inquisition are, if there's one faction or one area in the Imperium that has more or equal jurisdiction to us, at least on the outer skirts, is the Inquisition. What they says goes. They protect humanity from everything. Yes, and if he has a force sword, he is serious business. However, we're using a force sword right now ourselves. Kneel, repent of your heresy before we'll trade a filthy sofa, and I might spare your life. No. Seneschal, isn't this the chap we're supposed to find for the Lord Inquisitor?
I dare say it is, Lord Captain. Now, if it were possible for the gentleman to properly
Inquisitor handsome
himself and dispel our doubts.
Seneschal? Lord Captain? Do I have the pleasure of speaking to a rogue trader? Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs van Kalox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. I must confess, I'm perplexed to meet someone of your standing in a place like this.
Call him Chap, not Champ. What's interesting here, if you know a little bit about the lore, is that this guy is of the Ordo Xenos, not the Ordo... is the Ordo Hereticus? He's not here to hunt heretics. He doesn't really care about demons and... I mean, he does care about demons and heresy, but that's not his specialization. He's of the Ordo Xenos, which means he's all about aliens. So what on earth is he doing here right now in the middle of a heretical insurrection on this planet if he's if he's here investigating aliens? I'm here to collect you. I'm under orders from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I'm to provide you safe passage to footfall aboard my ship.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
He is literally one of very few people who can do what he just did. There's, like, nobody else can tell a rogue trader what to do, but the Inquisition can.
Starting with her. You have provided exactly the kind of specialist that this situation requires.
That's okay, Sujin. Why does he want with Kibala?
I am the Domin's shadow. If she says the word, I will protect you. If she says the word, I will take you to the Undying One.
Deborah.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult.
Ooh, Abalard is hangry.
You're addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions.
So he believes that aliens have started this insurrection, not heretics. Or at least it could still be heretics, but they could be heretical aliens. So basically chaos worshipping aliens, or aliens that understand that humans are very susceptible to chaos worship.
Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor.
She's here right now.
Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Oh, they're gonna blow up the city, then.
Blasphemous insanity.
Precisely what are you doing? The wretched planet's troubles are none of my concern. I'm taking you to my ship now. What did you do to him?
I convinced him to cooperate.
Oh, he's, what's the type of psychic? A bodymancer? That's not the name of it.
Are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
I can't remember the name of the psychic powers that he is, but he's biomancer. Thank you. Yeah, he's a biomancer. Precisely what were you doing at the monastery? A Jedi.
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
I'm not going to say this wretched planet's troubles are none of my concern, because I told Pascal I'd help him here anyway. So I'm going to say I'll help you with Aurora. Let's join forces.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
Okay, so we have to take Heinrichs for the rest of this mission. We also have to take Pascal for the rest of this mission. We need to dump somebody from the party. I'm not willing to get rid of Abalard at this point, and at the moment, I'm still standing Argenta. I think she's just her. I just really, 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 really like the idea of the Sister of Battle who just fires her bolter from the hip and just kills people, even though she's not aiming. So we have to either replace Idira or Kibala. Now, Heinrichs is a Psyker. Idira is a Psyker. I'm honestly not super thrilled with Idira in the party at the moment, and most of her skills cross over with Pascal's anyway. So I'm not gonna do a vote right now. We will do a vote later, but I'm gonna kick Idira for Kibala at the moment. I hope everybody is okay with that. Okay, so we need to level Heinrichs up. He is a Biomancer. So we have a quick look at what he's equipped with right now. He's got a Force Sword and a pistol, and he's also using a Biomancer Staff, which gives him the Siphon Life ability. He's like a close combat-y warrior, but the whole thing about Biomancy is that you use biomantic psychic powers to either augment your power, your body, or somebody else's body. Think of it like a wizard in D&D who does stuff like casts haste. Well, not really haste. It doesn't quite correspond. But think of like a bit of a buffer, but in a weird way. It's absolutely nothing like his art. Yeah. So his Force Sword right now is 7th level. I'm just going to check the Force Sword that Kibala is using. If we just compare them very quickly. So he's using. Oh, this Soul Siphon is much better. Yes, this is a much better Force Sword. 7, 11, 25, 8 to 12. Whenever the sword hits an enemy, the veil degradation is reduced. That's amazing. The sword gives additional plus psi rating damage. His psi rating isn't high enough to do extra damage, but it's still a much better sword for him. So we'll give him this. And that means she's going to just use his old sword, I think. Even though she can't use the Psychic Force on it, I still think it's the better... No, the Mizoa Pattern Sword is actually better for her. Alright, what else has he got? He's currently using a Flak Vest. Do I have better armor for him? So the Synth Skin is not better for him. Oh, actually, this gives him 39% dodge with no dodge penalty. So the Synth Skin is already a better choice. Oh, there we go. Why is he not using Synth Skin to start with? Now he looks like an Inquisitor. The Flak Armor is better armor, but he doesn't have as good dodge. I think the 40% dodge is pretty good for him. The Improved Body Glove is the same as the Synth Skin. And the Armored Body Glove isn't as good. He's got a chest plate, but yeah, this is someplace you have the option. Yeah, you can do this. So I can edit his stuff here if I want to like just turn stuff on and off. But the body glove is actually better for him. All right, let's level him up. So he's going to take a little bit to level up here. He has the drip. Let me just check what build I looked out for him. 2 seconds, because I've got a couple of choices. So it's Heinrichs the Channeler. Or that's a demon summoning build, which I'm not super into. Force Sword Pistol is probably the way I want to build it. I'm just looking at the builds here. RP Sword and Gun is probably the way I want to play it out. Very similar to Abalard, but using the magic, I think. Okay, so he starts off with Charge, then he gets Coercion, then he gets Endure, which is the same as Abalard, then he gets Daring Breach, and he picks up Rigorous Training. The warrior becomes incredibly deft. Charge and Slash do not end the warrior's movement and grant plus 40% dodge for 1 round after use. Then I'm going to grab Thick Skin, which gives him plus 1 damage deflection and increase parry chance by 25% of his total armor. And I'm also going to grab a weapon skill bonus, so he's better in close combat. Then we're going to go for... We're going to pick up Pyromancy on him, the same as we did with Idiria, but we're going to take different Pyromancy skills on him. So we're going to grab Pyromancy, and we're going to grab... that gets him the same, like, set people on fire ability she had, but we'll pick up some different stuff in a second. We'll take a level in Medicate, so we can use Medkits. Then we're going to grab a level up in weapon skill again, so he's better at hitting people. And then after that, we're going to give him Psycho Minoris, which gives him a psi rating of 1. That's correct, isn't it? Each level psi rating provides the power with new access to psychic powers. That increases the damage he does with his Force Sword and lets him have access to more psychic abilities. Then we're going to grab an athletics skill up. Is that correct? Psycho Minoris, athletics skill up. No, apparently we're getting weapon skill. That's weird. No, here we're getting athletics. Is that right? Psycho Minoris. The weapon skill Psycho Minoris. Yes. Then we're on to here, and we'll grab an athletics up, and we'll pick up a psychic power called Body of Flames if I can find it. Body of Flames. Body of Flames. The psychic gains 60% additional armor against fire damage, and half of this amount as additional armor against energy damage from las melta and plasma weapons. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Then we're going to get Daring Breach 2. Until the end of combat, the warrior gains +4 movement points for each kill and may use their movement points after attacking using their abilities. Then we're going to gain an ability called Desolation. The warrior's melee attacks the additional +4 damage to enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. Then we're going to grab an upgrade to his agility. And the last one we're going to grab here is we're going to get something called Orchestrate Flame. Orchestrate Flames. The target does not stop burning and no longer makes tests to stop burning. Additionally, if the target is an ally, every melee attack that ally makes inflicts full burning damage on targets of their attacks, while they themselves now suffer only half burning damage from now on. So the idea is kind of, with Body of Flames, he sets himself on fire and does fire damage with his attacks. I believe is the idea behind this, if I'm correct about that. Then we also picked up the skill called Destined. The Psycho's armor increases by 5%. This bone increases by 5% at the start of every round of combat except the first. So I think we can now... I'm not sure if that's exactly how we play him, because I've not done this build before, but I believe we now set him on fire, and then he does fire damage to everybody. And now that he has a psi rating of 1, his Force Sword will now do +1 damage. Because it has a psi rating of 1. Yeah, I'm using the community rogue trader document for these builds because I just want to pick out something good without spending too long. Oh, who just? Oh, CM Mishaps. I'm sorry that I missed you. Yeah, I'm using the same document. So he's going to be hot. Yeah. Okay, and yes, unlike Adira, he's a sanctioned psyker, so he advances the psyker's levels faster.
To be made?
Some stuff to buy. Is there anything up here we want to grab? Now, if I remember correctly, this whole section is really nasty. Yes. Oh, sorry, my graphics card just decided to update. I can't. Okay, so I can I turn these off for the tech use skill? So basically, we're about to start a fight. There's a cultist here. I am just going to quickly save because if I mess this up, we're going to die. But I'm going to try and get Pascal. Just bring it.
I will lead us to torment.
I'm just going to move everybody.
Miscalculations are for commoners.
The Emperor sets my path.
Okay. So the lightning that comes out of these will kill you, but I can do a tech use skill and I think it will turn the lightning off. It makes the fight very hard if we don't actually... did it properly. Basically, I want to turn this off if I can. The next time it flashes for lightning. But the cultists may start the fight. Go. It would appear the electric priest damaged the Mode of Force circuits on purpose to turn them into a trap for intruders. Yes. So we can't turn this off. We have to fight around it. The only safe places are like these tiles here and these tiles here, which makes this quite difficult. But let's send Abalard to here, which will begin the battle. Okay, and we've been ambushed, so we just have to start it here. Oh, do they now? Okay. The enemies will also kill themselves on this. Damn, that was a nasty start. Yeah, the danger zone is where the ash is. Alright, so Argenta is up first. Argenta can take cover here and not be in the danger zone. So we're going to run her to here. Then we're going to pop rapid fire. We're going to pop concentrated fire. And then we're going to open up. I love that growl she does. That's just animalistic. Okay, and we're going to try and hit as many of these guys as we can. And this is why I want to keep Argenta in the party, because that's so satisfying. We're definitely going to do Furious Suicide after that. Nice work, Argenta. There's a guy back there with a sniper rifle. Oh my god. That was big damage. Big damage from the sniper rifles. Alright, Heinrichs is up next. We've just lost the cover that we had over here, but I can run Heinrichs over to here. He has charge. This guy here is not in the danger zone, so we're going to try it. We're going to... hang on, I need 2 to charge, which will give me a free attack at the end, then 1 to set me on fire, and 1 to do Orchestrate Flames. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I don't know if I have all the parts for the build yet, but I think I'm going to try it. So I'm going to set me on fire. Then I'm going to orchestrate flames. So now I will not stop burning. And then we charge this guy. Okay, we're probably massive overkill if I'm being completely honest.
Follow my lead.
The Undying One favors you. Accept.
But what are you going to do when a burning psyker comes running at you? Oh, Argenta just got knocked out. God damn, we're just getting wrecked by these fights. The jump from difficulty is quite extreme between the last difficulty and this difficulty. Okay, we're going to charge across the danger zone. Unfortunately, I can't attack that guy, but I can get to here.
I will do my duty.
And then we will hit him with the sword.
Indeed.
And then we will just endure.
Back and call. It will be done.
And I could knock him flying, but honestly, he's a ranged guy, so he's going to get me a free attack anyway. Okay, Pascal is available. This is not in the danger zone. I'm going to buff our weapons. There's only me and him here. I'm going to wait till the team is stacked up before I do a weapon buff. I'm going to hit this guy with a Analyze. And then I'm just going to shoot him with a plasma pistol, I think. And miss. Great work. And then what we'll do is... I don't think there's anything else I really want to do with Pascal this turn, so we'll end the turn. Can't believe Argenta went down that quickly.
I am your
Kibble is going to struggle here because she just doesn't have the movement to make it to the enemy this quickly enough. Now, I need to be very careful about where I put myself here. I'm pretty sure all of this is dangerous. I'm not sure if this tile here is dangerous. There's no ash. There is a little bit of ash on the tile. So I think I'm just going to end my turn here where I have shots. I'm going to give Heinrich a free turn. I can't reach him. That's annoying. No line of sight. No line of sight from where I'm standing, I think. No, I didn't have it selected.
I'll see to it, personally.
Okay, and then I'm going to voice of command him. And then I'm going to give him a free action. And I'm going to use... Oh, he hasn't got any medkits equipped. I was going to use that action to give him a medkit, but he hasn't got any equipped. Can he charge this guy? He can charge up to him. And then he can attack him next turn with his sword. Hey, Tachyon, how's it going? And then I've got a shot, and I want to try and snipe the sniper. So I've got a 75% chance to hit him. And I missed. Alright, and then I'm going to give Kibble a free move.
Make it happen.
And she can run to here. So if this guy leaves, he will get a free attack on him, and that's him dead. Oh yeah, I do need an... Oh no, are you kidding me? Did that really just happen? This is already a horrendous fight. For those that didn't see, this guy just decided to transform into a Chaos Spawn. The chances of that happening right now are like, I think less than 1%. And this is a full Chaos Spawn. 180 HP. It has 55% armor while it's got over 70% damage. It can Void Bite, which just does damage, and it has something called Bestial Rage. Whenever an enemy attacks, an enemy attack deals damage to this creature greater than 50% of the creature's maximum wounds. It gains +5 weapon skill and strength. You did, but you're still worth bragging about, Tachyon. They do it as an explicit action, not as a side effect. That was what they were doing when they kneeled down, is they're trying to summon it, but I can't believe it just happened. Alright, let's kill this guy. What is this ability here? Word of the Emperor. All allies with a 5-star raise gain +1 resolve in the combat. That's useful. And then we have Iron Arm, which I should have used earlier, which is +14 strength and toughness. So I'm going to stab this guy, which isn't actually going to kill him.
Let's see to it.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Abalard, I wish my endeavors in combat to be greater. Very well, my lord. Summons Chaos Spawn. Then what we're going to do is we're going to endure.
Naturally.
And we're going to Iron Arm.
I won't object to it.
So now he's even stronger. And then we can't fin move this turn, so we're just going to wait here. The warp is not deaf to your prayers, my friend. You got exactly what you wished for.
I will do my duty.
I think it is. It's coming off as a second. There's 2 numbers that come off. when it's being used. So I'm just going to endure and brace with Abalard. He's going to take a lot of damage pretty soon. Okay, Pascal, I need you moving forward.
Tactical imperative dictates.
And there's not a lot you can do right here, but you can start analyzing this guy. No damage calc on their health bar. Alright, okay. That's what's doing it. There's no way the plasma pistol has range here. I don't want to expose weakness on this thing yet, so that's your turn for now. This is about to activate. But is this square here safe? I don't think it is, but this square here is safe. So I'm going to move Kibala to this square here. That's all she can do for now. I need to move forward, but if I step to here, I will get killed by the lightning. So I'm actually kind of stuck at the moment, and I don't think I can give... I want to give Heinrich an extra turn. I can't see him. Yes, I did indeed increase the difficulty to unfair. There's really not much I can do with my character right now because I'm stuck here until this stops lightning. I can give nobody extra attacks or actions right now. I can shoot the Chaos Spawn, which I will do. And I hit it.
Before crossing me.
Ouch. Okay, Heinrichs is up, but I can't move Heinrichs because of the lightning that's here at the moment. All I can do is get him ready. So I'm going to move him to this square here, and we will just endure.
Of course, Lord Captain.
So he's buffed to the 10th degree right now. Alright, Abalard, I want to just finish this guy off, so we'll charge him.
Indeed. I took care of this one.
And then and that's him dead, awesome. And then all I'm going to do is endure. And just in case he comes into range, I'm going to mark him. And then Pascal can't do anything either. So I'm just going to analyze this guy again. And Pascal still hasn't got a shot, and that's the end of Pascal's turn. Again, Kibla can't do much right now, but she can remove the wound from Heinrichs, which is actually quite nice. And then she's just going to have to wait. Now I can move forward, which is really nice. Let's just move forward to here. The thing doesn't have a ranged attack. The only thing I could do is give Abalard a free move, but I can't see him. So I'm just going to take a shot at the Chaos Spawn. I've got a feeling the Chaos Spawn might be trapped. It may not be able to get out of the position that it's in because it's too big. And as long as I don't destroy the cover around it, it may not be able to come for us. In fact, I'm pretty certain that it can't get out of there. Can I set it on fire from here? I can't. I'm not in range. And I can't shoot it either. So we're just going to keep moving forward with Heinrichs. First he's having a hard time, but really he's going to wreck this thing. Well, we'll see. I can't move any further with Abalard right now. I don't want to risk getting into lightning, so he's going to have to hold for the turn. Pascal, let's get you out of the lightning zone. I think this is the only safe square. And then we'll get you to analyze it some more. And you can now start shooting it with your plasma pistol. Oh, you can't. It's not quite in range. Okay. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. 4 for the plasma pistol. No. I think it might be in range of an overcharge shot. It's not. Okay. Kibala, let's get you moving forward.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Again, that's unfortunately all she can do this turn. Now it's Frost's turn. Frost can move to here. And what we're going to do is we're going to give Heinrichs an extra turn. Actually, I'm not going to give him the extra turn yet. I will give him the extra move.
It's as good as done.
So up next to Abalard. I can't believe Argenta is down. Oh, that happened so quickly. There's no point giving the extra turn yet. I want to wait till we're engaged in combat with the thing. Yeah, it is 100% stuck.
Focus.
It cannot get into combat with us. I'm just going to move forward to a position where I'm not going to get lightnings.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
And then we're going to set it on fire.
For the throne's glory.
And then we're going to set it on permanent fire. So now it's not going to unfire itself. And then we'll just keep enduring. So he's pretty much hovering at full health, even though he's on fire, which I think is hilarious. We'll bring Abalard up. We're probably going to accidentally release it, Sylvis, because I'm going to charge it in a second. In fact, can I charge it this turn? I can charge it this turn. We're just going all in. It dodged. Let's give it a normal attack.
Victory is imminent.
And then we'll guard against it. Pascal's going to move forward. We're going to analyze it again. How many stacks does it have? 16 stacks of analyze. I'm going to activate joint analysis, which means my allies' turns can remove the stacks. And I'm going to buff... well, I can't quite buff anyone with useful weapons. We're going to hit it with a plasma... Still can't hit it with a plasma pistol either. Double removes all exploits, increasing the target... Decreasing... Yes, let's exploit. So that's massive reductions to its dodge, parry, etc. Keep moving Kibble forward. She just has to keep running. And I need to get out of the danger zone of this activating. Can I give Abalard an extra turn from here? I can.
Should feel honored to witness this.
Okay. Let's beat this thing up if we can.
At your beck and call.
There we go. That's 11 damage. Woo. We'll hit it again.
Indeed.
And we'll hit it again.
At your beck and call.
And now we will put our shield up.
I will do.
Okay. And then I will take a... I can't buff Heinrich from here. What I can do is I can give Kibble another move. No, I can't. So I'm just going to shoot the thing.
I'll see to it.
Cool. It's down to half health. This is even this is not like a scripted boss or anything. This is just a random chance of happening. Can you get into close combat with this thing, Heinrich? It doesn't look like you can. Maybe if I bring you to here.
Everyone, step aside.
And you charge to here. Yes.
But of course, Lord Captain.
There you go. 28 damage on his first hit. Now we're going to use the Force Sword. We're going to use Psychic Force. So this does a special attack that counts as a major psychic power. It deals an additional 2 times psi rating plus willpower bonus damage, but may trigger psychic phenomena and perils of the warp. We're fine. There's no psychic perils of the warp going on right now. That was a big hit, and that's all he can do right now. Abalard's up, though. We're going to finish this thing off. We're going to use Reckless Strike on this thing for extra damage and hits. And that's it down. Mission complete. And that's a level up for the whole party because we killed a Chaos Spawn. Now, we have to be very careful about moving everybody because the lightning is still active.
Join me.
So I'm going to move Argenta first. Thank you. Okay.
I will lead us to fortune.
I'm just going to move them 2 by 2. I want to wait for the lightning to pass before I do this, to be safe. And go. It's okay, the game will loot for us when we leave the area. I don't want to mess around with these things. We'll just want to get past these nasty lightning boys. Okay, let's go. These enemies will not be carrying anything I'm particularly interested in. The heretics who came too close to the Mother Force and defused mechanism were killed by a single devastating lightning strike. Okay. We'll use tech use to get into this box. There is a medkit and a frag grenade and some consecrated, some promethium. Okay, before we level everybody up and before I forget, Heinrichs needs some items because he's not currently carrying anything. So we'll give him 2 medkits because he's going to set himself on fire a lot. We'll give him fire grenades because he's immune to fire. I think we're going to just give him some standard grenades as well. Does everyone else still have a full pantry? No, you need medkits. You've got a full pantry. You need... Let's give you another medkit. You're good. And you're good. Okay. Now we're going to level everybody up. We can't heal Argenta right now. No, she's going to be negative for the rest of this encounter, unfortunately. That's like the thing in this game. If you go down, you're injured for a while. So for me, I'm looking for... One second. Level 12. We're actually getting really close to finishing the first tree, which is cool. Heir of Authority. The officer increases an ally's resolve by +5 until the end of combat. If the target is under the effective voice of command, they will start their next turn with an additional action point. Very nice. We like free action points. Then we're going to pick up a characteristic training agility. Basically, I want agility. Character training agility. That just gives us +5 to agility. Okay, next up we're going to do good old Abalard. He is looking for level 12 toughness, which is actually a great pickup. More health for him. And we're also going to pick a skill upgrade for him of Carouse, because no one else has it in the party. Then for Argenta, she is going for something called... for 12, she That doesn't match up with what I'm seeing here. That's because I'm looking at the wrong character. Argenta for level 12 is picking up a level in strength. And she's picking up a skill called Tenets of Retribution, if I can find it. Tenets of Retribution. The Ministorum Priest, because she's technically a priest, deals +1 more damage and +3% more critical damage with bolt weapons. We don't care about this. There's Melta and Flamer. We don't care about that. She also does double damage against demons, so the bonus is doubled against demons, psychers, and xenos. Love it. Then we've got Pascal. Pascal at level 12 is picking up something called Perfect Spot. The operative gains +25% cover efficiency, +50% of perception, and +50% ballistic skill. He needs this a lot because he needs to hit his attacks. And for his thing, he's picking up something called External Power Block, which I believe is a modification that he can make to himself. External Power Block. Did I go past it? A, B, C, D. External Power Block. The character gains an additional attack with a plasma weapon in the first round of combat and when reloading a plasma weapon for the first time each subsequent round. So he can double fire his plasma now. Next up we have good old Heinrich von Calix. Give me 1 second while I find the build I'm using for him. Level 12 for him is an agility buff. And we grab athletics as a bonus for him. And then last but not least, we have Kibula at level 12. And for her, we are grabbing agility up. And we're grabbing awareness. Some of those levels were more exciting than others. Okay, that's all done. That's kind of the necessary part of this. We can't do anything. So she has head trauma, so -15 perception, intelligence, willpower, and fellowship. Not too bad, actually, honestly. She can still fight with those. Okay, I think this might be coming into the boss fight with Aurora, so I'm going to pop down a quick save. The bodies of the careless cultists have been thoroughly fried by the arc of the motive force. This is a pretty hard fight, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is the fight I thought it was. Okay, this is a big, hard fight. Von Kellogg's. They're torturing a tech priest. The crowd of cultists has surrounded a tech priest crucified upon a mechanism. A rhythmic whisper repeated by 100 voices blends into some blasphemous enchantment. Powerful discharges of the motive force run through the machine, causing the unfortunate prisoner's body to convulse brutally and forcing woeful cries of pain from his lips. Tortured tech priest. In the clenched claws of stagnation, in the shackles of iteration 0, under the iron wing, let the cycle be discontinued. Pascal's mechadendrites spring into combat mode instantly. I am registering a severe violation of the purity protocol. The blessed Armat has been captured by heretics and is being tortured. We must save the esteemed tech priest and save his without risking his life. We can use the blasphemer's clothing as a disguise. Unrecognized, we can sabotage the power units, overloading them and thus cleansing the whole of heretics. The old put on the dead body disguise. The lightning discharges have charged the cultist corpses. Whiffs of smoke rise from their empty eye sockets, whose contents have evaporated. Their clothes, covered with the blood of innocence, are crudely painted over with emblems of the archenemy, which exude a repulsive air of soul decay. I shudder with disgust at the mere thought of having to touch clothing adorned with unholy symbols, let alone wear it. This is the first step towards falling. A small compromise with evil will lead to something greater. Is there truly no other way, rogue trader? The signs of the archenemy are not just painted symbols, but conductors of its will. The words of the prayers, even spoken without fate, the coats of arms, even deceitfully worn, all this increases the presence of the ruinous powers near you and draws their corrupting attention to you. You'll put on the dead body, that's true. With a look of revulsion, Kibula picks up one of the rags with the tip of her blade. Nothing but your word can make me don this filth. Once we are done, I will scrape my skin clean with a metal brush and bathe it in caustic lye. So, we do have... There's actually 4 options here. There's Iconoclast. If it helps to save a worthy man, I will put on the cultist robes. There's Heretical 1. I'm actually curious to know what it's like to walk in a heretic's shoes. There's Dogmatic. I will not allow corruption to touch you. We will vest ourselves in faith and kill every last traitor to the golden throne. Or there is the final heretic option. Are you suggesting we pass on the chance to kill them all with our own hands? Forget it. I'm not missing out on the fun. So, against my better judgment, I will let you vote on this. 1 is Iconoclast, 2 is the first heretical. Oh, can you not see my mouse cursor? Oh, you can, cool. 1 is Iconoclast, 2 is heretical, 3 is dogmatic, and 4 is the last heretical, okay? 1 minute for this vote. Get ready to vote. Vote start for 1. So it's exclamation mark V, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Are you ready? Go. And you better vote well on this one. Core, you might have been... No, your vote has been counted. Okay, we've got options for Iconoclast and options for Dogmatic coming through. Oh no, there's Chaos coming through too. If you are a holy emperor worshipping devout imperial citizen, make sure that you get your vote in here. Otherwise, by the way, I'm pretty sure that option 3 means we're not putting the costumes on and we're going to have to fight all of these guys. Just FYI. So if you're voting for option 3... just be aware that that might end up with us getting into a really long fight. Thank you for voting Smallville. Thanks for joining in. Option 4 is very close behind option 3. 3 screws first, pick it. Option 3 and 4 are both combat, yes. You think. Okay, there's 30 seconds left on the vote, I believe. That's on the vote for vote 1. So vote 1 is catching up. It's 5 votes on vote 3, 3 votes on 4 and 1, and 1 vote on vote 1. 12 votes total. Thank you all, everybody, for voting. I really appreciate you taking time to join in. And that's the voting over. We are picking the dogmatic option this time after picking heresy last time. Our character has absolutely no choice, like no idea what's going on in their brain. But we're picking the dogmatic option, which most of the party will be very happy about. Unfortunately, that does mean that we're not going to be able to save the tech priest, I don't think. So be it. May the Omnissiah protect the blessed Amaranth in the coming battle. Death to the blasphemers. Alright, we're going in. I guess we just start the fight. There's no point messing around.
Rise to the top. I'll make an example out of you.
So we have about 50 enemies to fight here. There's so many enemies. I think we're going to send Kibala after this sniper squad. So let's put her over here. Then we're going to send... I'm going to send Abalard down this way after these guys. And we'll have Heinrichs deal with these guys. But Heinrichs needs like a turn to power up before he's ready to start fighting people.
Thermal signature detected.
Oh yeah, this is a thermal signature detected situation. I'm going to put Argenta here. And then I'm going to put myself back here to start with. Actually, no, I'll put myself back here. And Pascal can sit here. Okay, that should hopefully work. I did want more challenging combat. This is a big fight. Okay, wish me luck. Let's go. Kibala is up first. I want her to take these guys out, but she may as well start stabbing people over here.
I am your blade and shield.
So we're going to run to here. We're going to stab this guy. Then I'm going to jump to here. And then we're going to blade dance.
I shall not fail. Death is a blessing.
That's 2 kills. Then I'm going to move to here. I think here is the position I want to be in. There's no cover. That's the issue. This is the biggest problem with Kibala is you end up leaving her very exposed if you don't think very carefully about her turn. I could also return her to here at the end of the turn. But there really isn't... As long as Argenta doesn't die instantly, which won't happen. Yes, as long as Argenta doesn't die instantly. There's so many shots coming at us. I think this is the position because it blocks line of sight from a lot of enemies. And then we're going to do another... Oh, it's actually a death from above. Can I jump up? Oh, I can jump up. Oh, I love that.
I see what
but it didn't trigger the death from above. We'll do that now then. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, Orbit Bad News. That's really cool of you. Thank you so much. Alright, so she's finishing up in close combat with 2 of the snipers. We'll see how that goes for her. Okay, Pascal is next. Pascal has 2 shots with his plasma pistol this turn. I'm thinking about shooting this guy and then doing an area effect attack on these guys here. First of all, let's buff everybody's weapon. Okay. Then I'm going to activate Perfect Spot, which gives him plus 15 ballistic skill. Now, I only have 1 AP left, so I'm not going to get that free shot, unfortunately. I'm just going to shoot this guy. Because I just don't have enough AP, unfortunately, for all the things I want to do. But we just demolish a guy with some plasma, which is pretty cool. Okay. They're tapping Abalard here. Oh, please come to Abalard. That makes my life so much easier. Oh, and a free parry, so that's a free shield bash, but they parried the shield bash. Okay, I'm up next. I'm going to give Heinrich a free turn here so that he can get all of his fire stuff turned on. I'm going to put Air of Authority on him. The officer increases the allies by +6 into combat, and they get +1 action point every turn. And then we're going to give him an extra action.
I'll see to it personally.
And then on his turn here, I'm going to activate Biomancy. I've got 2 actions here, so I'm just going to activate Ignite.
For the throne's glory.
And then I'm going to activate Orchestrate Flames.
Let's see to it.
And then for my end of my turn, I'm going to give... I think I'm going to give Heinrich a free move. No, I'm not going to give Heinrich a free move. I think I'm going to give... Yeah, I'm going to give Heinrich a free move. That's more buffs for him anyway. And I'm just going to move him to here.
The Emperor is on our side.
First buff. What do you mean by Sujin for first buff? Alright, that's the end of my turn. I have a shot. I'm going to shoot this guy
I'll
here.
make it happen. Your end was inevitable.
My character is very powerful. Oh dear. Don't walk away from Kibala.
I will not die in dishonor.
Kibala is taking a little bit of damage, not too much. Please all stand next to the Psyker who is on fire. Every time you see one of them kneel down, they're trying to summon another Chaos Spawn. So this person here is currently praying to the Dark Gods. So this is what caused the Chaos Spawn last time. There's a at the start of the next turn, their gods answer their prayer. There's a 40% chance that Psychic Phenomenon is triggered, 30% chance they heal 10%, 20% chance nothing happens, and a 10% chance... Oh yeah, Inquisitor skill is... Yes, that's right, I should do Inquisitor's first skill. So there can be multiple Chaos Spawns if I don't deal with these people. Alright, Argenta can't shoot at these guys, because they're right next to... thingy. Hitting these guys seems pretty good for her. If I move her here, she can't see them, however. She does have shots on all of these from here. And, like, some guys back here. And that moves her forward. You should open a gamble on how many Chaos Spawns. I could do that on Twitch, couldn't I? I could open a bet. Give me 1 second. I don't know if I can do that easily. I don't want to waste too much time, but maybe something we should have later for this campaign is stuff like that. No, I can't do it easily. But we will do it for another time. Okay, you want me to open a gamble? That means opening up Twitch. Let me just see if I've got the ability to do it. I think I might need to set it all up in the bot. And obviously everyone on start a prediction, yeah. How do I... Can I change this? Because it's already set up. Do I win? That doesn't help. Sub-only chat. No, I haven't got it set up, unfortunately, at the moment, folks. But I will do it for the next stream. I'll have a command that can set up... You can vote on how many... Actually, I can do it. What am I talking about? I can do it. Okay? You could just vote for how many Chaos Spawns there's going to be. I'll say maximum of 5, yeah? Vote, start. We'll let it run for 3 minutes. 5 Chaos Spawns maximum. You could vote for that if you want. If that's how many Chaos Spawns you think are going to show up. Oh, it's only going to show the 3 options, unfortunately. I need to fix that. Okay, anyway. I'm going to move Argenta to here. I'm going to pop... Oh, do you want to go out, puppy? Give me a second. I'm going to pop Rapid Fire. And then I'm going to pop Concentrated Fire. And then we're going to shoot this way, I think. That hits those guys back there. Yeah, we're going to shoot this way.
I'll do it.
Okay, that did a little bit of damage. We'll do one of these, and we'll end the turn. It's okay, puppy. What's up? Oh, let me just... The dog just wants to get out of the room. Mixing up the vote numbers. Did I mix up the vote numbers? Did I really? Oh, yeah, I did. Vote 3. Oh, dear. It's because I'm in the middle of combat. There you go. There's the door open for you. You can leave the room if you want. I'm thinking too much about the combat. Okay, so are there going to be 1, 2, or 3 Chaos Spawns in the fight? I open the door and she goes back to bed. Okay, this is the fight out. This is the thing I wanted to stick out. So let me just check I've got enough. I need a Biomancy. I want to Word of the Emperor. I want to Slash. I think I've got enough action points here. So I want to move to this square here. Are you okay? She's really annoyed about having the Cone of Shame on. Really annoyed about it. Okay, then we're going to Word of the Emperor. So what does this do to allies? All allies in the cell gain +1 resolve each. Okay, perfect. So that's everybody here. Word of the Emperor. Then we're going to oh no, he's already Biomancied. I did that before, didn't I? Is he currently Biomancied? Or did I not get enough to Biomancy him? He's not Biomancied, so we need to Biomancy him.
I won't object to it.
And then I want to slash these 3.
Naturally.
Oh my god, that damage! Can I give him an extra turn right now? Daring Breach. War immediately restores all AP and MP and gains +7 MP until the end of turn. They do not lose MP after performing attacks. The warrior has no limit on melee weapon attacks this turn.
I feel the power surge.
Okay, so I've just Daring Breached him. I can run down to this guy and then hopefully try and charge these guys. So let's run to here. And then I'm going to strike this guy from behind.
But of course, I'm done with this one.
And then I can charge to here. I can charge to right next to them. And then I can't slash, unfortunately. I could also endure. I don't think I need to endure. I'm just going to kill this cultist gunner.
Be gone.
And then he's in the thick of it for next turn. How cool is Heinrich's already, by the way? Like, this is a build. I never would have thought of setting him on fire. Do you know you can use it on arm on Abalard and the... Use it on arm. What do you mean by on arm, Daedra? I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Let's just stab this guy, I guess. Actually, I'm going to do a big attack, and then we'll stab him.
Victory is imminent.
Cool, and then I can go after... I can't get to this guy, unfortunately, because I can't charge him. I can charge into no squares, but we can just charge this way. Arm buff from the Inquisitor. I'm not sure what you mean by arm buff.
At your beck and call.
And then we'll just do
my
this.
duty.
Iron arm. Oh, I know I can buff other people with it, yes. But I want to buff him with it first. Now I know what you mean by arm buff. I was very confused. Why did you cleave there? That was a weird choice. Oh, more people for Kibboleth to murder. Cool. Oh, and speaking of which, let's just start with a Dance of Death. Okay, and then we'll jump to here. Beautiful. And then we'll dance over to... I'm actually going to try something. I can jump down to here. And then I can rewind her turn, and we'll kill this guy. Oh, it's bugged out. It's put her in the wrong place. It's completely messed that up there. Did not like me doing that. And then she's still got movement. But I can't really put her anywhere. Let's just move her here so she's out of line of sight for people. She might get shot by this guy. Okay, Pascal's turn now. Abalard can take care of this guy. Let's move Pascal to here. And I'm going to shoot this guy with a plasma pistol. Is there anyone here? Does this only last for one turn, or does this last forever? It only lasts for one turn. So we'll grab perfect spot. And then I'm going to shoot this guy with a plasma pistol, which should kill him. Missed, unfortunately. That's okay. We will... Is there any, like, leader characters here? Cultist fighter, gunner. Doesn't really seem to be any leader characters. We'll hit this guy. Unless Pascal moves right, of course. That makes sense. You can tell I'm starting to get a little bit tired. And that's why I put Heinrich's there, because if they move away, we get free attacks. He's going to take a little bit of damage here. Could have been worse. And we've got another free move. Amazing. Alright, can I kill this guy? No. Alright. I'm going to give Argenta a bunch of bonuses here.
On it.
That was auto resolved by +6, but voice of command is only going to be on one person. No, I can give her an additional
I'll make it happen.
action point as well. And then I'm going to give her a bring it down. Bring it down doesn't do a lot for Argenta, so I'm just going to give Argenta a free turn. Where did you get Kibboleth? I never got on my current run. She's a DLC character, Bob Jones. So you need the Emperor. I think it's the Emperor's Shadow DLC in order to unlock her. So how powerful? Other builds are just nuts, but like they're also just all the builds are nuts, which is what I really love. So we're going to reload. We're going to rapid fire. We're going to concentrated fire. And then we're going to hit up as many of these guys as we can. I think that's probably the swing.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
I mean, you can't ignore how good Argenta is. How cool was that? And then we'll do now she's actually triggered Revel and Slaughter. So soldier immediately removes the winded effect. So if I now run and gun, she'll become winded. Is that yeah? So I'm not going to run and gun her. So she's now winded, which gives me an extra move and an extra attack. I'm going to move her to here.
I will bathe this battlefield.
Then I'm going to use Revel and Slaughter, which removes winded, and she gains plus 10 ballistic skill, plus 90% crit chance, crit damage, and plus 7% crit chance. Also, what's going on? Why are so many people getting stabbed?
The Emperor commands.
So if we have a look at her stats now, she has a ballistic skill of 96. That's with her head trauma as well. The game is really good. I understand why you're addicted to her. And I think I'm just going to fire at these guys. Oh my god, Argenta. Alright, and then we'll reload. And that's her turn. She still has 1 AP. Let's shoot this guy. Oh, she missed. How cool would it have been if she'd also killed that guy? Every character in this game can get so powerful. I've got 2 AP left. This will give me... I wanted to shoot this guy and take him out. Oh, I can't shoot him. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna... I can give Argenta another go. Let's give Argenta another go. And then we'll try... We've only got 2 AP, so I'm just going to open up on this guy. 45 damage. 45 damage on her bolt gun. Her bolt gun that does normally... her bolt gun that normally does 7 to 12 damage. She just did 45 damage in one hit. Okay, Argenta now gets another turn because it is now her natural turn. So again, she currently isn't winded, but apparently I can Revel and Slaughter again. Does that double up? So she currently Reveled and Slaughtered. Hang on, does she currently have Revel and Slaughter? She currently has Revel and Slaughter. So I can Revel and Slaughter her again, and she gets 2 stacks of Revel and Slaughter. Is that correct? Oh my goodness. It stacks. Oh jeez. I unfortunately can't afford to concentrate fire this turn, but we can still do this.
I'll do it.
Did I just kill him? What just happened? Why did that just happen? Did the game just think... Did the game just decide that the battle had gone on too long? Why did it just end like that? I can't loot anybody.
Let's not waste time with
What?
pleasantries.
Why did that just happen?
I always have a backup plan.
Everyone just died and the combat ended. In Cycles of the Foreordained, their looks... I guess the game just saw how much damage that Argenta was doing and decided it didn't want to fight anymore. Just part of the mission happened to me too, okay. In the Cycles of the Foreordained, there lurks a flaw of worship. The tech priest's body convulses. Pained, plaintive creaks of binaric prayers have come from his vox. As moments pass, the signal becomes less and less clear, as if something twisted and wrong were being added to it. If you give Argenta back up like a flamer, you can build her versatility. It's one of Alka's beloved stacking stats that improves her ballistic skill and stacks additional damage, etc. Okay. Pascal studies the tech priest's face carefully. Subject unidentified. This is not the blessed Amaranth. Stranger, I request your name. How do you know my mentor's motto? Who are you, servant of the Messiah? The fire... Oh, by the way, this guy has a portrait. We should check it out. Also, the game has already revealed who this guy is. This is Abel. Pascal's brother, apparently. The fire of the hearth sent forth sparks. The name of this spark is Abel Hanuman. The tech priest looks over at Pascal. The echo of my call has reached you. Good. The iteration is at its end. The design is fulfilled. What design? Why are you calling yourself by my name? Was it you who summoned me to Rykard Minoris? What for? I categorically demand an answer. What design? An intention both bold and honorable, to open new gates for the waters of knowledge and comprehension. A plan written so that the righteous may follow. and trust in the great pattern of revelation and uniform progression towards it. Those are his words. I have not heard them in so very long. You need to alternate between burst fire, single shot, melee and range damage to build it quicker, but using burst heavy gun and a single shot flamer does it well enough. I don't really think I need to, Sorbical. She's already insane just using the burst. Ask him about Amarad. You came here because of him after all. No, he came because of himself. Me? To redeem myself. To correct a mistake, possibly. But how do you... The hubris of the mind spurs him to build monuments to himself. Do not regret, for all is predetermined by the iteration. You can talk as we get out of here. A cold premonition rakes the heart. The probabilities are dark and frightening. Brother, I do not wish to gaze into them. We are the flame of the knowledge that drives the darkness away. Do not fear what is to come, brother. We are already here. I'm going to examine him. There are deep burns all over his flesh, and the skin around his augmetics is charred. Blasphemous spells have been carved into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrap code. It is amazing how robust this tech priest's life support systems have proven to be in maintaining the spark of life in his grievously wounded body. How did you kill those heretics? Existence has worn thin and threadbare. Eschatos has discontinued the cycle. Eschatos. This word does not appear in my catalogue, but I am aware of its existence. Perhaps it sounded in the blessed Araman sermons. I must consult my notes. Do you know him, Pascal? The subject has not been identified and has no record in my catalogue. Interrogation is impossible due to the subject's evident, affective state of clouded consciousness. Try to take down the tech priest. Many sparks have gone out, but not all. The electric shepherds are alive. In the darkness, I heard their prayers. Find them, save them, recite the hymn of contact circuit restoration, so that you may behold what is hidden. A blast of motive force runs down the tech priest's body. Oh, okay. Heretics do not include burst fire. Oh, I thought they did. So maybe I do need to use some flame stuff then. Repulsive jarring on his ears pours out of his vox. Information archive to the effect that the circuit restoration hymn is the entrance password to the electro priest's hiding place. I know with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He is in the grip of a schismatical, an unholy imitation of a machine spirit. I request immediate activation of the Texorism protocol. We're doing a Texorism. Flame shotgun or melter our area attacks. Okay. Thank you for your cooperation. Request denied. The catechism demands that this act be performed by an authorized unit. Oh, I say, Kibble gives Pascal a long look, so she's offered to do it. What is a schismatical? An ugly mockery of a noble machine spirit created by the warp. Sometimes a few lines of despicable scrap code or a small clump of the motive force falls under the arch enemy's influence and degenerates into an abomination of this sort. One whose very existence is an insult to the Omnissiah's wisdom. Okay, folks, we have another vote. We can do the iconoclastic option of I shall help save him. We can do the dogmatic option of grant the Emperor's peace to the tech priest, let the tainted be eradicated, or we just kill him. Or we can do the heretical option of I would like to leave him as is, which I really hope you don't pick, but I bet you will. So get ready to vote. It's going to be a 1-minute vote. I'll do the right way around this time. Off you go. Let's see what you pick. I want to take a quick drink of water while you do that. Abel is a good boy. Okay, lots of votes firing in. I love it. Lots of votes for the iconoclastic option here. Oh, it's going to be a very... Oh, 9 votes for the icon... 10? Wow. Okay, it's definitely going to be the iconoclastic option. Been letting there with a dogmatic one. Welcome to the stream. But I think we're going heavy on the iconoclast, aren't we? I love it. Well, we've got a couple of heretics out there. There are still some heretics in the chat. Not as many as there were earlier tonight, but we still got a few. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get another 7 votes for the heretic option in the next 30 seconds. There's not that many people watching. So let's go ahead and we'll pick the iconoclastic option while the vote finishes off. Save that good boy. I will help save him. The possessed man responds with a burst of repulsive laughter. Every now and then a word or two of Gothic finds its way into the binary obscenities pouring out of his vox. And what seems to be their schematicals tended to forays into a language that is alien to it. His body convulses. His joints twisted on net. There are 85... What? There are 85 people? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. I had no idea there were that many people watching. I assumed it was just like the 12 people who were chatting. His joints twist on natural angles with the sound of bursting steel couplings. As the possessed man thrashes about, his internal augmetics emerge gradually through the hanging tatters of his flesh, as though an iron homunculus hidden inside the tech priest were trying to cast off the meat cocoon it no longer needed. Jeez, that's a horrendous paragraph I just read out. Pascal's mechadendrite extends a thin drilling needle. Sacred unguent glistens on it. A code purification aria is heard as the needle sinks into the possessed tech priest's skull and touches his neural augmetic, forming an electric circuit with it. Extreme strain is visible on his face. Furious litanies pour out of his vox. He is hacking the Gibson. He is in there. He is in cyberspace, or I don't know, the noosphere, doing some intense hacking and it's not getting through. Result failure. Requesting assistance. I'm going to send a purifying charge of the motive force into the possessed man's body. May the machine god heal you. We're basically just zapping him. Tech, you succeeded. Undaunted, you grab one of the severed cables and press it into the tech priest's body, and a shock of formidable power shakes the possessed man. Machine oil gushes out of his mouth. His vox hisses deafeningly as the flow of motive force burns the corruption in his sacred iron. The overload destroys some of the circuit boards of his neuromatic, resets his code, and erases the schismatical from existence. The tech priest's eyes roll up, and he loses consciousness, crushed, yet still alive and no longer in the thrall of corruption. With the utmost care, Pascal takes the body down from the mechanism and lays it on the floor. His staring lilies of gratitude to the Omnissiah echo through the hall. Okay. Rest, tech brother. We'll come back for you when we have done our duty to the miraculous fusion reactor. Lord Captain, the Omnissiah commands a pious mind to strive towards uncovering the truth. Therefore, I will not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to this servant of the machine god. I request the privilege of joining your retinue as a rightful companion. I can offer to fulfill the duties of an engine seer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my own investigation. That's useful because we don't currently have an engine seer, so now we do. Excellent. Okay, that was pretty extreme. There's a thing to interact with here, and there's lots of loot in this room. Okay, that's just the Lumino Deacon's command throne. What an amazing word. I cannot loot these bodies, which is fascinating. Why can I not loot these bodies? Can I loot, like, the goods in here? I can loot these. Okay, can I loot the bodies now? No, I cannot loot these bodies. Bodies are unlootable. But I can loot the boxes, which is something. There's a machine here. Oh, I think this is if I'd come in and done the thing where if I'd come in and done the sneaking, these are the machines I would have accessed.
My stripes true against the heretics who have encroached upon these halls. Let not one villain escape.
I think we've circled. We've circled around the reactor. So this is the other side of the room from when we started off. I'm just going to pop a quick save. There's a door here that we can open.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, what's in here? There's a computer and some goods.
Operation successful.
Data altar of sacred analysis. The cogitator's green screen lights up as you approach it and displays the flashing message. Pilgrim, only the words of the first galvanic hymn will reveal to you the gifts hidden behind the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me. Let us sing this canticle. Okay, so I need to find the first galvanic hymn. Pascal, kindly remind me how this hymn goes. Pascal's vox had a noisy groan as if he is clearing his throat, but then stops abruptly. After a brief pause, he averts his gaze. It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants at shrines of energetic prosperity are permitted to perform the first galvanic hymn. Abalard snorts. Emperor help us all. The esteemed Magos have been caught out not knowing a prayer, and now he's floundering like a cadet in an exam. I never thought I'd see the day. The motive force that floweth through veins of copper, the Omnissiah from whom the holy discharge doth springeth forth, the blessed cathode from that becketh the timeless electron, the mighty reactor that performeth the sacrament of fusion, the closed circuit wherein the paths start and end are tied in a knot. That's sure. People have talked about closed circuits. I want to click on that. Verse 2 calls you program. Let us fill our souls with gratitude towards the twin poles of opposite signs that herald the motion in the current. Now finish the prayer, pilgrim. May the unity of the sacred charges power... Oh God. The faultless soul, the memory of ages, the mortal body, the immortal reason, the blessed faith. Only one who has learned the path of the Synodium is worthy of its gift. Walk the path of enlightenment, absorb the age and then sing with me again. Yeah. I didn't think I was going to get that right the first time. There must be a way to learn this song somewhere in this building.
Keep your wits about you.
Let's keep moving forward. Okay, I think this is where we perform the rite. Oh no. Electro priests. You shall be purified by the motive force, blasphemer. Oh, we've been mega ambushed. Okay, just Just straight into a fight. We can't move around because we've been ambushed, so we just have to start. Oh, okay, they do AoE attacks. Did Pascal manage to parry that? Nice, Tachyon. They're not actually doing that much damage to us. Oh, please hit. Oh, they got ranged AoE attack, melee attacks. Okay. Well, Kibble's gonna love this. Kibble's gonna have a great time here. Let's jump to. No, let's move to here. And I will do a jump. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. I misclicked. I didn't mean to blade dance there. That was a huge mistake. These guys have armor, by the way. Let's jump to here. Then I'm going to slash. Cleave, sorry. Then I'm going to jump to here. And then I'll rewind. I can't rewind the turn. We'll end her turn there. Abalard's like, you call this damage? Okay, Argenta next. If I run... She's going to take an attack of opportunity when I do this, but if I run her to here... That was a bit spicy. Then we're going to pop rapid fire. I don't know if I do Grid Dead. I should check that. And then we're going to burst fire these guys. I really enjoy watching her work. It's so much fun. Oh, they healed from electricity. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Heinrichs is active. We're going to set him on fire.
I won't object to it.
Then we will do this.
Let's see to it.
Then we're going to endure because he took a lot of damage there. And then we're going to run up probably to... I can't slash. In fact, he's out of AP. No, he can still attack. It's saying he can't attack, which is weird. But he should be able to attack. If I step into... Well, actually, yeah, he can't attack. I don't know why he can't attack. That's weird. Why can't Heinrichs attack? I don't see any reason why he can't attack. This ability cannot be used again this turn. Oh, because he performed an attack by setting himself on fire. I guess that makes sense. Let's just buff his toughness. Okay, that's his turn over. But I will give him an extra turn. Setting yourself on fire counts as an attack. Yes, I just worked that out.
I refuse. On it. It's as good as done.
Okay, now Heinrichs gets another turn and he can attack. I want to move him here, but he doesn't have a move. I should have moved him first. What I will do is I will just hit this guy with my sword. In fact, we'll do a force attack because we have 2 AP. Is there anything else I want to do? No, I could... Actually, what I'll do is I'll buff everybody, and then I'll do a normal attack.
Of course, Lord Captain.
And then we'll just do a normal attack. Okay, that was good damage. Now I've got still my action. I'm going to just shoot this guy with my needle ring. And that's him out. And then I'm going to give a move order to Abelard, who can just get in among these guys. And keep them away from the rest of the party. And then I can't afford to move because I'm right next to this guy and I'm out of AP. Okay, Pascal next. I think what I'm going to do with Pascal is I've got 2 attacks with a plasma rifle pistol, but I've also got a sweep attack with his power axe. So I think I'm just going to move him here. Then I'm going to buff everybody's weapons and nerf theirs. Okay, and then this doesn't give anything I need. Cover, perception, no. I'm going to do a sweep attack with his axe. Is that going to hit everybody? This attack inflicts 1 creature, okay. And this is all creatures with an area of effect, which means it's going to hit everybody around him, which I don't really want to do. So I think I will just swing at one of them. And then I still have the plasma shot, so I will just shoot him. And miss. Cool. And then Abelard's up next. I think I'm going to do a Reckless Strike with him. And then we're going to do a slash to these 2. That's both of them dead. And then I'm going to defend against this guy here. Oof. Parry with Abelard there. Free attack from Kibble. And a free attack from Pascal, awesome. Free attack from Abalard. And a dodge from Agenta, nice. Okay, it's back to Kibbs. Let's just get Kibble to finish this guy off.
The other side awaits.
So if I use Blood Oath, does she get an AP? Or she has to actually Blood Oath somebody, doesn't she? I don't think she can jump far enough to get to anybody either this turn, so that's just going to be her for the turn. Oh, how did he survive that? Nice work there. Heinrich? Okay, you're up next, Argenta.
This is unacceptable.
Can't shoot this guy because you're in close combat with him. I don't think you do. Don't think you do get a free shield battle Abalard when it's equipped. No, I'm just using the free attack. I'm gonna step out of his area, and then I'm just gonna shoot this guy. And then that's gonna be her turn. We'll run and gun, and we'll just take a standard shot at this guy. Cool. That's the end of the encounter. Messy encounter. The circular cogitator, the extra piece hiding place must be nearby. We've got a lot of fighting in this episode. Alright, we've got a wound on Heinrich, so let's fix that up.
Require inquisitorial approval. I needed that. What ails you?
Cool, that's him sorted. Can we loot these guys now? Can't even loot these guys. Weird. The machine also accepts a contact circuit restoration him with a deafening whir. Oh, secret door. Oh, I don't have Abalard selected. Hang on. Need to get my Seneschal. I found the rest of the Electro Priests. Dar Impulse 6. A shortest, muscular man, wearing the scarlet colors of the priesthood of Mars, steps into your path. The wrinkles on his cheeks and forehead point to his propensity for frequent outbursts of fierce anger. But right now, he is showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos, or electus, show through the oddly bluish tinted skin. A tight bandage covers the man's arms, yet he turns his face towards you with no hesitation. He has a sharp, screeching voice, not like a bird's cawing. May the charge of the... I'm not going to... It's too late for me to do a voice. May the charge of the Omnissiah's mercy persist in the hands of the faithful. May the motive force persist in their batteries. Make the sign of the Aquila, the Emperor protects. The man responds curtly as if giving a military command. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. The hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium receives you, pilgrim. I am Dar Impulse 6, a servant of the motive force, and the Praetor Electroid of this sacred monastery. Good shadows. Pascal bows down humbly. The rank of Praetor Electroid is a sign of high standing within the Electro Priest fraternity. To have been granted an audience is a great honor. You have brought an assassin. Good. She will find much work here. Are you ready for new toils, Blessed Slayer? Always. Can it be any other way? You have the honor of hosting the rogue trader of House Valancius. I urge you to follow proper etiquette when interacting with the eminent bearer of the sacred warrant. Within these walls, worldly titles are nothing before the motive force. Your deeds, however, speak far louder than titles. For your path here is sprayed with the blood of the desecrators. Dar Impulse 6. It was to you, was it not, that Lotus Abel came seeking an interpretation of his data trance? Yes. Tech Brother Abel arrived here to engage in a magnetic meditation. I love all the terminology here. It's so fun. That could help clarify his visions. Unfortunately, the heretic's machinations prevented us from completing the ritual. The esteemed Lotus volunteered to his help in defending the monastery, but contact with him was soon lost afterwards. Tell me more about Lotus Abel. We did not speak much to each other. He preferred to devote his time to solitary reflections in the chapel. The Omnissiah has given Tech Brother Abel a gift of great insight, which allows him to discern each individual facet of existence rather than the overall view. This makes his logic different from that of other people. His mind has always been able to combine facts and conclusions into harmonious wholes that were nothing short of beautiful. Many among my flock found his sermons poetic. What kind of visions was he receiving? The Omnissiah's revelation was encrypted with great meticulousness, which indicates its great importance. Grasping it fully is beyond my ability, but a single touch was enough for me to realize the enormity of the secret concealed within, or more exactly, the secret design which was how Tech Brother Abel referred to it. His mind has discerned in the world around him traces of some grand silence that he wished to comprehend. I have rescued him. I hope the Omnissiah preserves Tech Brother Abel's life, that he may continue to comprehend the mysteries he has tapped into. I have a few questions about this place. Where I come from. What happened here and how did you manage to survive? When the heretics descended in droves upon the Cenobium, we gave battle. But the unholy foes burned the Omnicized warrior under a mass, buried the Omnicized warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defenders' sparks of purity. It was then I ordered my few remaining brethren to retreat into the monastery's secret chambers. Upon taking refuge there, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders in serfdom ways. Excuse me. Yeah, it is 1:30. It's actually 1 o'clock, sorry. As always, it was my brethren's anger. As fiery as my brethren's anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat. The task of taking our boat still lay ahead of us. I must commend the skill with which your secret chamber was concealed. Your choice of tactics was wise as well. There was no point in losing more lives in the massacre that the cultists wrought. The leader of the heretics fought her way into the ark wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. She is trying to desecrate the rite of operation with her unholy litanies, so the relic may be corrupted with the world of Rykard Minoris may perish in the fount of fire. But my brethren, in their magnetic meditation, are hampered by her efforts. Are hampering her efforts by chanting access request prayers in unison. They're DDoSing her attempt to overload the reactor, thereby suppressing the commands of the blasphemous centers. Yeah, they're performing a directed denial of service attack by chanting access requests. This holy place will be protected against sacrilegious practices, I swear. The forces of governance guards can help you reclaim. You might have the right decision when you choose to avoid combat. True person of faith. Scoff as an economic concession. My forces of governance can help you reclaim the monastery. I cannot allow this. Lay people are forbidden within the monastery. Only a select few are allowed to behold the Ark and the relic within. You and your retinue are pilgrims of a special status bestowed by the Emperor. However, should any soldier unblessed by the Omnissiah cross the monastery's threshold, I will deem them a heretic and put them to death. Confirmed. The presence of lay people on monastery grounds without the praetor Ecloid's blessing will be regarded as a sacrilegious violation of the holy rite of operation. Heinrich's operator is about to say something but changes his mind. You made the right decision. Thank you, Pilgrim. It was not easy watching unholy intruders stampede through the chambers of my temple. We all envied our brethren who had fallen before the sacrilege began. I wish to get to the holy reactor. Oh, that was easy. Okay. The Ark is hidden from Pilgrim's eyes, but according to the extraordinary circumstances of your visit to this monastery, I grant you that right. The hole that leads to the high reliquary has been barred by the enemy, but I will open a secret path for you. Enter the Ark and experience the motive forth, Pilgrim. We will pray to the security systems that they may refrain from punishing you for your intrusions. I can use my dogmatic ability to force this guy to join us, but I think I'm just going to press on because I don't want to push the dogmatic thing in this. May the charge of the Messiah's grace persist in the boundaries of the faithful. Now, is there a way for us to find out what this prayer is before we move on? None of this is related to the prayer. There's no one else here I can talk to apart from Dire Impulse 4. Hey, Zombie Killer. I have a few questions about this place. You're not like other members of the Dutchess Mechanicus. I understand everything. Okay, I'm just trying to see if there's any way. I wonder if we go back to the office that was over here. Did it not say something about on the maladies of machine spirits? But that's nothing to do with the motive force. I don't know how. I don't know where we find out what the answer to this prayer is. I think we're just going to go down. It's his temple after all. Okay, maybe that's a good... Yeah, let's see if we can add in some priests to our fighting squad. The time has come to prove your loyalty to the Omnissiah Praetor. In the name of the God of humanity, strengthen my numbers with the faithful eager to fulfill this duty so they can help me punish the blasphemers. The Praetor stays silent. Thank you, for Pilgrim, for reminding me of our duty to humanity. I will send the Snowbloom's word to your aid if that is what his warriors want me to do. Okay, so we've got 2 Electro Priests coming with us, which is quite cool. Praetor's aid. But yeah, I don't know where we're going to find this. Unless we're just supposed to guess the solution to
money to be made.
To this prayer. So, let us sing this canticle. So I picked the closed circuit last time, wherein the path start and end are tied in a knot. The others perform, beckon, holy discharge, or flow. The motive force is one of the main parts of the worship of a tech priest. So pick the motive force, that its resistors, breakers, contacts are key, or twin poles. hang on a second. The first thing here talks about a circuit, and the second one is about a key. So I go the closed circuit, then I go the key that closes the circuit. Spark, mechanisms, current. No, that wasn't right. Okay. So you think it's reactor. I'm good, by the way, zombie killer, sorry. You think it's the mighty reactor that performs the sacrament of fusion. Okay, if it's that, then it might be the breakers that protect us from the sacrilege of the short circuit. And then the immortal reason that created the spark? No. There's too many options for me to try and brute force this. It would take way too long on stream, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of the actual prayer itself in here. I'd say reason the last one, I don't know for sure. At least there are consequences for getting it wrong, no, but I'm not going to sit here and brute force it on stream. We're going to have a look at it after we've done this boss fight. Alright, let's go and challenge Aurora and find out what's going on. Into the bowels of the monastery. Okay, it looks like we've got an antechamber here. There's a door that can't be opened. And then there's... what's up here? This looks like where we're supposed to go, up here. Yes, it was. Abalard's looking really cool in that jacket. This screams boss room. Yeah, this is the boss of this area. But not of this planet. Is she a tech priest? No, she's a cultist. So this must be Aurora. Oh, that's a face. The face of the woman who stands before you is hidden behind a grotesque barred mask. Yet the voice pouring out beneath it belongs to someone else. It is husky, somber bass of a void wolf, a border of ships. How predictable your path is. How static. All the possible deaths you have skirted. Only to perish here, in the fiery tempest that will mark the final dawn. If we come back to it, Craig, yes, but we'll leave it for now. The woman turns to her master Pascal. You arrived just in time, little cog. The schismatals use your regalia like a mask to subdue the reactor. A cog. I cannot comprehend why apostates try to insult me by comparing me to the sacred symbol of our faith. It is irrational. The sacred cog grinds all corruption to dust. From the dust I will build order. Pascal, announce my arrival. Pascal lets out an intimidating baronic trill and announces grimly, with the Omnicide's blessing, the rogue trader Von Valancius has come before the miraculous fusion reactor, seeking to perform the purification and eradication of corruption. All unauthorized persons are hereby ordered to lay down their arms and humbly accept their punishment. Humility is a lot of the meek. I am the harbinger of great changes, and visions of the great cataclysms to come have incinerated what humanity I had in my heart. Time has all but run out. I can hear the fist of the future knocking on the door of the present. That's a great phrase. Choose quickly what we want to be when it walks in. A blind slave to what is gone, a faithful servant of what is to come, or a corpse. I would take some time to rest from the details of that future that the cult prophesies. Hopefully when we're done, what's left of you will still be capable of coherent speech. What you'll be is a living torch blazing for his glory. I cannot pick the heretical option, but I can pick the iconoclastic or dogmatic options. So I'm going to let you pick if I pick iconoclast or dogmatic. So that's 1 for iconoclast, 2 for dogmatic. Well, the foot of the present seems to be kicking the future along, doesn't it just? Very quick vote, but I want you to pick. Are we going iconoclastic or dogmatic? Enough! I will rid Rykard Minoris of your tyranny, or, in the name of the God Emperor, die, foul creature! While we're waiting, I'll ask her who she is. My name is known to you. I am Aurora, servant of Uralon the Cruel, and the spark of the final dawn that is destined to set Rykard Minoris ablaze. A great path for one who is born in the Imperium's bondage but shunned her predestination in favor of changes promised by the edge of daybreak. Whose servant are you? Is Uralon a demon or just another heretic? Your flippancy is so amusing. Why, you have no inkling of the chasm that separates us. He is a prophet who foresaw our impending doom and who graciously bestowed upon us the right to choose a different path. He is a shard of ancient wisdom from a time before we were slaves to our bitter predestination. Rogue traitor, I can't wait to close this creature's mouth with the seal of death. Or are you saving this glorious deed for yourself? Okay, we're going... It's a tie. That means I get to pick. So, the Edge of Daybreak. So, what is the final dawn? It is all your followers talk about. Salvation from a death whose name is yet unknown, but whose approach is sensed by many. Soon it will claim every inhabitant of the Coronis expanse. Do you think anyone will come to our aid when cataclysms shake our homes and planet-wide genocides are unleashed? Will the Emperor help? Or the idol of iron they call the Omnissiah? No. We will die alone and abandoned. Only one deity is promising salvation, the Edge of Daybreak. Mercy and salvation will come to all who believe in him and purify their souls in the light of the final dawn. I think this is enough heretical talk. I will pick the iconoclastic option. Enough. I will rid Rykard Minoris of your tyranny. Execute them in the name of the Edge of Daybreak. Let your priests rip their hands off the command panels, rending their flesh on the stakes that pierced them. As their schismatic-controlled bodies are imbued with the motive force's radiance, all the unfortunates can do is scream in horror and plead for a swift death. Aurora begins by muttering an unholy litany in broken Gothic. Willpower test succeeded. You cannot make out her blasphemous words, but the name the heretic keeps repeating, the Edge of Daybreak, digs into your hearing like a blade into defenseless flesh. Its sound is almost physically painful. It spawns strange and impossible phantoms in your mind. However, you manage to muster their strength and banish it from your mind. Oh. Okay, she just threw a grenade. Oh, she's protected by a force shield. Alright, and we need to prepare for battle. Can you edit your equipment? I can... Yes, I can. I can edit my equipment before battle. What did you want me to change, Sujin? Have you equipped the Inquisitor with medkits? Yes, he is fully equipped with medkits and stuff. He is fully equipped with everything I can give him so far. The only thing I can give him is sniper gloves, which do nothing for him. I've already upgraded his armor. I've given him a new force sword. He's as upgraded as he can be. Okay, so we've got a whole ton of enemies on the... oh my goodness. So many enemies on the left. And so many enemies on the right. So I think I dispatched 2 kill teams. We're going to send Abalard... So Abalard, Pascal, Kibble on the... Yeah, I think this works. Heinrichs, Argenta, me, Abalard, Pascal. We're just going to swap me and Heinrichs. And then we're going to put me in cover here. I'm going to put Argenta in cover here. I'm going to put Heinrichs... that's not cover. Okay, Heinrichs doesn't... Heinrichs, I guess, will sit in cover here. And then we'll put... Pascal in cover here. We'll set Kibble up here, and I'm going to put Abalard here. And then I hope that's going to work out. Can I move these guys? I can't move the Electro Priests, unfortunately, so they're just going to do their own thing. Alright, this looks like it's going to be a pretty big fight. Let's begin. Okay, he's right in the way of Argenta's fire, unfortunately, which is actually really annoying. And Pascal is up first. I'm going to use Pascal's... First of all, we're going to buff everybody's weapons here. Now, I only have 2 AP left, so I'm going to do a AoE shot with his plasma pistol. But I can hit these 3 with it. Oh, reactor will explode. Okay, that's good to know. Maybe if I'd taken my shot first, that would have been free, actually. I didn't think about that. Okay, Heinrichs is next. Heinrichs needs to do his whole buffing thing. So he's going to start by igniting himself. Then he's going to make himself burn forever. Then he's going to buff the team near him. I don't think he can buff everybody, so he's just going to buff everybody here. And then he's going to give himself Iron Arm for more toughness. So he's fully buffed up for next turn. Good work, Pascal.
Out of my way.
1 damage to me, that's fine. Oh, 2 rounds until the reactor explodes. Okay. That's not a lot of time to deal with everything here, if I'm being completely honest. Whoa! That was a big explosion. Alright, I'm up next, so I'm going to... You serve me on Heinrichs. Then I'm going to you do thing. Then I'm going to give him Air of Authority. And then I'm going to give him a free move.
It's as good as done.
And I'm going to move him to here, where he can hit both of these guys.
Get me a target.
Okay, that's his turn. And then I'm going to give him an attack. And I'm going to get him to cleave these 2. Okay. Lots of damage to him. That was nice. Okay, and then I've got 1 AP left. I'm going to shoot this guy.
Not me.
Do you need to kill the possessed priest? I'm thinking I need to kill the priests. So I'm going to try and do that. Good double parry.
Chaos guides me.
Oh, please shoot the priest. That's good for me. Oh, yeah, we go. Free shield bash. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to get Kibble to... I want to try and get Kibble to hit the priest. I can do that with a jump. So I'm going to run her to here.
Dance of blades and shadows.
Then we're going to do a death from above to land here. I'm going to activate Raining Blood on this guy. Oh, no, I can't activate Raining Blood on anyone. Is it on her I activate it on? I'm not sure. I just pick a tile. Is this the right ability? Flashes 5 points behind the target. The Death Cult Assassin eyes after there give Blood Bless. Okay, I think I need to jump around a little bit more before I do that. We'll do a cleave on these two. That gets her, and then we'll jump to here, which kills both of them. And then it's just Blood Oath. The Blood Oath targets a single enemy vowing to dispatch them. If this attack kills a target, the Blade Dancer... So if I Blood Oath this guy... Yeah, it doesn't give me anything extra. Okay. You already activated it. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, Silvus. No worries. Don't mind me. I'm here for the vibes. Grimmer, welcome to the stream. You're very welcome to be here. Thank you for hanging out. Raining Blood applies a status effect. To trigger that effect and actually use it, you must perform a single melee target attack. Gotcha. So I need a Raining Blood first, and then go for it. That's her activated. She hasn't managed to kill this guy, but I can finish him off by doing an acrobatic artistry. Because I can jump back to here. That kills him, and that's put the rounds onto reactors up to 3. So yes, that does fix the problem. Okay, so we just have to kill the guards, basically. Okay, Argenta does not have a good shot from here, because these two are in her way. If I move her here, I think I can angle the shot this way. So I'm going to move her over to here. I'm going to activate Rapid Fire. And then I'm going to activate Concentrated Fire. And then we're going to do a Burst Fire. It's... Unfortunately, there's a very high chance I'm going to hit the priest, but I'm still going to fire. Okay, 0 damage, and we did a lot of... We killed the Electro Priest, which is unfortunate. But that opens her up for next turn, at least. In fact, she's got a Firearm Mastery, but I'm not going to use that on her. Okay, I want Abalard into the fray here. So I'm going to move him to maybe here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
And then I can charge him into combat here to hit this guy. Oh, good Sarbical. Thank you so much. We're going to be finishing after this fight, so don't worry about missing too much. Nice work, Abalard. What a legend. Just waiting in there and murdering people. That's what a good Seneschal does.
Worse battles than this in my time.
I'm sure you have. Hit on Heinrichs there. Okay, he's decided to come this way.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Do you now? Not for much longer. Nobody is summoning... No, I haven't seen too many people try to summon Chaos Spawn so far, which is good for us. Oh no, never mind. Those two people at the back just trying to summon Chaos Spawn, as I said. So he's currently got his Plasma Cell overheating. Using Overcharge attack with a Plasma Weapon gives 25% chance. Each stack of this area increases the damage of Plasma Overcharge by 5%. Out of the start of wheel's non-extra turn, -1 stack is removed. So you basically... You can play a game where you build up stacks of Overcharge to do more damage, but it also increases the chance that things will explode. Right, let's move forward.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
It sure is. I'm going to shoot this guy. First of all, though, I'm going to expose him. And then I'm going to give myself a bonus to my ballistic skill. And then I'm going to shoot him. Only a 70% chance to hit. What? Oh, well. Okay, Heinrichs is active. Heinrichs is just going to cleave these guys, I think.
Naturally. Your reckoning is due.
And that's another Techno Priest taken down. And then I can charge this guy and kill him. And then what I could do is do a Daring Breach. I think I am going to Daring Breach Heinrichs. Because I can then run... I can't actually run to him, but I can move to here. Stab this guy.
I won't object to
Then I can run to this guy.
my psychic abilities to use.
Stab him.
But of course.
Then I can move to here. And I can force stab this guy. That's almost killed him, but not quite. And that's him out of AP. But I think that was a pretty good turn. He still has a whole load of AP available, but I think I just leave him in combat with this guy. The warp is deaf to my ears. Okay. I think Heinrichs has this under control. So I'm going to shift my character and Argenta over to the other side. Where we've still got... It's actually not a lot for them to do over here either, if I'm being completely honest. Let's give... Yeah, I think I'm going to move over here. And I'm going to give Kibala voice of command. And I'm going to give her the thing that gives her extra AP. And then I'm going to give her a free move command. And I'm just going to run her to here. And then that's my turn over. 0 damage. That's disappointing, my friend. Alright, Kibble is active again, but she's not going to be able to make it to this guy, unfortunately. I can run her to here. And that's going to be her whole turn, unfortunately. That's all she can do. The warriors do have the advantage with that charge skill they have. It does make a big difference. Now, I do have shots on these guys back here with Argenta, so I'm going to move her up to here. We're going to reload her gun. We're going to pop rapid fire. We're going to pop concentrated fire. And we're going to open up on these two. One down. Didn't manage to kill the one that was praying. We got one of them. Yeah, 2 grounded and being awesome. Okay, Abalard's turn. We're going to charge this guy. And then I'm going to activate Reckless Strike. And then we're going to just hit this guy with our chainsword. Which isn't quite enough to kill him. But we got the shield bash. Nice. Okay, that worked out really nicely. Unfortunately, Heinrich doesn't get a free attack on a parry. We're not taking very much damage here at all. We're kind of cruising through this fight at the moment. Lots of Las fire. Okay, the warp was deaf to his ears. He didn't manage to summon anything, which is good for us. Okay, Pascal's up next. Unfortunately, Pascal just doesn't have the range. I mean, we can pop a perfect shot, and then I can fire an overcharged plasma shot at this guy. With only a 31% chance to hit, though. Oh, but we got him. Nice. Love plasma. Okay, Heinrichs is up.
Focus.
You're fine, Van Calix. Absolutely fine. You can't hurt him if you get to there, but if I finish your turn about here, you should be able to charge that guy. No, can't charge him? That's unfortunate. What if I put you here? I think that might be too close. I don't think you can charge from there, though. What's the minimum distance on charge? At least 2 cells. So if I move you to here, there's at least 2 cells. We might be able to charge him from there. If not, I'll just set this guy on fire. Can't charge him. Okay, I'm just going to... I can't set him on fire. Can I charge the priest? No, I can't. Let's just charge to the priest then. And then he's next to him for next turn. Alright, my turn again. I think I'm just going to set up here.
Let's make some opportunities.
And who can I give an extra turn? Who can I reach? I can't reach anyone. I can get Pascal for an extra turn. Or I can get Abalard for an extra turn. Let's give Abalard an extra turn. So I'll run Abalard to here. We'll activate Reckless Strikes. And then we're going to charge this guy here. And that's him dead. And actually beheaded, which is wonderful. That's the end of Abalard's turn. Then for me... I don't think I can reach anyone with my skills. So I will just... Is there anyone I can take a shot at? No, there isn't. So that's the end of my turn. Kibble is up next. Kibble is not going to make it. Honestly, Pascal can deal... Sorry, Abalard can deal with this on his own. Let's bring her back. Because we're obviously going to have to fight her once we've killed all the priests. So Kibble can get ready for that. Argenta, again, is kind of in the same boat. There's not a lot she can do right now. I mean, I can bring her here and she can shoot at this guy.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
So again, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll fire at this guy. Killed him the first hit. Nice. Then I'm going to end her turn. Good parry, Heinrichs. Abalard is back up in action. Can I charge at the priest from here? I can. Before I do that, I'm going to activate Reckless Strikes. Then I'm going to charge the priest.
Victory is imminent.
And then I'm going to hit him with my sword.
It will be done.
And almost kill him. Just almost kill him. He's got... literally has 1 hit point left. Tried to shoot Pascal and failed. No parry? Damn, no parry. Mr. the Lecture Priest. Okay, Pascal, can you finish off the gunner here with your plasma pistol for me? 42% chance to hit. Now it's a 50. Nice. Good work, Pascal. Okay. Heinrichs is up. Let's force stab this guy. It's not going to do a lot of damage, apparently, but it's not going to take into account the fire damage. 40 damage. Damn. What a shame I can't finish him off this turn, but that's all Pascal can do right now. It's back to me. Again, there's very little I can do from back here. I'm just going to pass my turn. Kibala, I'm going to get ready to fight the boss. Argenta, can you kill the goon? I think you got a shot from here. Need to reload. We'll do a rapid fire, and then we'll just shoot at this guy. We'll do a Revel and Slaughter. We'll do a Revel and Slaughter for more ballistic skill, and then we'll shoot this guy. Oh, I used up. Okay, I've only got 1 shot. Still managed to kill him. Cool. Nice work. Okay, parried again, but still didn't get a free attack. Okay, Abalard, finish this off, please.
I will do my duty.
Okay, that's that priest done. Are you going to steal my kill, Electro Priest? Or are you going to heal him? Didn't do either. Okay. Pascal, just come back here to fight the boss. And then, Heinrich, can you finish this guy off? Okay, cutscene. Enough! Now an aged, rattling voice speaks to you from behind the bloodstained mask. You are powerless to halt the approach of what is to come. I see a crimson trail leading humanity to its doom. I see the glow of the final dawn, and that means existence has made its choice. A dagger flashes in Aurora's hand. She drives it into the control panel with all her strength. Now you will see it too. And she dies like a chump. A blinding voltaic bursts forth. A blinding voltaic arc bursts forth from the broken control panel and strikes at Aurora's uncanny mask. Its metal heats up. Smoke billows through the bars, and with a howl, the cultist collapses. The light is gone. What was that? It? The final dawn? But why was it so different from what our teacher promised? Aurora shakes her head blindly. Her voice is now the voice of an ordinary middle-aged woman, frightened and in pain. You will pay for this. You... The woman's body goes limp and collapses on the floor. Her iron mask hits the ground with a dull thud. She did indeed iron mask herself. Pascal examines the corpse with contempt and then concludes, confirming purgation and termination. Heinrich grimaces. The heretic took her secrets with her. Pity. Heinrich's still on fire. A minute, please, Fortune. I need no more than a minute. Lord Xenos 100%. Inspect the control panel damaged by Aurora. Interesting, this is a Xenos roll and not a tech roll. Test success succeeded. The cogitator is probably well beyond repair, but your attention is drawn away from the sacred machine and towards the dagger sticking out of the control panel. On closer inspection, it turns out to be the lavishly decorated handguard of a sword whose blade has been pried out. Its pommel is decorated with a strange adornment resembling an eye covered by a scaled lid. What remains of the blade has a blue sheen on it, the same tint as Kunrad's weapon during the mutiny on your void ship. This is no human-made object. It is grown from wraithbone, a material favored by the Eldar. That's their name, the Eldar. An Eldar material composed of crystallized psychic energy, using the creation of everything from art pieces to craft worlds. So the Eldar are basically space elves. They were so hedonistic that they had so much basically degeneracy in their civilization that they accidentally birthed a chaos god of degeneracy and doomed their entire race. That was a long time ago. As you lean over the shard, They still exist, but they're like denying themselves all emotions now to prevent another god happening. That's a very, very, very basic description of what they are. But some of them are pirates. As you lead over the shard, you suddenly hear a multitude of voices. They blend together and individual words are distorted, as though they are mocking your attempts to grasp their meaning. The nagging whisper is like the burning red scratch of an unholy claw upon your mind. Also ambition, yes. So we can... Oh, God. Okay, this is the last vote of the stream. Which option do we pick? Do we pick the heretical option, which in case we surreptitiously take the short sword? Do we go for the dogmatic option, which is Heinrich's? Take a look over here. Is this by any chance what you were looking for? Or do we pick the iconoclastic option, which is to throw the shard into the depths of the reactor? You get to choose. Please don't screw my character over too badly. So 1 for heretic, 2 for dogmatic, 3 for iconoclast. Off you go. Last vote of the stream. We're basically ending the stream after we get through this conversation, because I'm exhausted. Oh, lots of iconoclastic options, lots of dogmatic options. Not, hey, Lux Immortalis, thanks for voting. Not as many heretics here as I thought there were going to be. You always surprise me, chat. I'm always expecting you to pick the heretic option. We're very close, though, between iconoclastic and dogmatic. Really, your vote counts if you want to take the effort to vote. It is that close of a vote that votes will count. Thank you, Grimner, for voting. That's brought it to a tie between option 2 and option 1. Oh, it actually registered that vote. That's interesting. Did you already vote earlier in the vote, or is it just not reading you? Oh, yeah, you did vote earlier. Okay, yeah, it took your vote for vote 2 earlier on. Thank you, Underground Jew. Thanks for bringing in. Thank Binch Wellness. Thank you very much for stepping up to vote and pick your option. We have only a few seconds left in the vote, but it looks like the dogmatic option is winning out over the iconoclastic option. So all of you who stepped up to vote have actually affected the vote and changed the outcome. So thank you for stepping up. Heinrichs, take a look over here. Is this by any chance what you were looking for? Heinrichs raises his head, gets up, and makes a wry face as he examines Aurora's weapon. This unholy object is the work of inhuman hands, and judging by the cold I am sensing, it is a tool of the archenemy. I am most grateful for your vigilance, Forzian. There are also, of course, kind of chaos-worshipping Eldar as well, called the Dark Eldar. Heinrichs takes the strange shard out of the control panel and stays for a few seconds. Curious. Then he stows the corrupted object away and turns to you. Rogue Trader, on behalf of the Holy Ordos, I thank you for your cooperation and release you from requisition. From this moment on, I am at your service. I am ready to come aboard your ship and head for Footfall as soon as you deem it possible. That is, if you do not have other business in this system, in which case I am prepared to assist you in its prompt resolution. I'm going to remove Aurora's mask. The iron helmet is firmly attached to the heretic's flesh. Her face is impossible to make out in the darkness behind the bars of her mask. But after peering at it for a little longer than necessary, you wonder if, for a moment, you saw something move. Let us finish cleansing the monastery, Pascal. Executing. Let the Omnissiah given motive force flow and all obstacles in its path be eradicated. I mean, it was electrocuted and burned to your skin, that is true. Ah, the miracle of the fusion reactor. Okay. There is a lot more stuff that's going to happen after this, but for here, we're going to end the stream for the moment. Next time we'll finish up the planet, we'll deal with the last boss of the system, and we'll do our first warp jump to a new system. For now, though, it is unfortunately 1:30 a.m., and I have work in the morning. So I am going to have to leave the stream, I'm afraid. I'm very sorry about that, but that is just the way it is with my time. End of stream 4. Save. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who took the time to vote. I've really enjoyed hanging out with all of you. I really appreciate all of the support and just the general chat. It's always a lot of fun. I hope you all have a great day or morning or noon or night. I will get you another Menace. I will get you another Xenonauts 2. I'm going to try and get a Voices of the Void recorded as well. And we need to work out what we're streaming on Sunday because we completed Phantom Brigade last week. So the stream slot is open. I've got a few suggestions, so I'm going to think about what that is. If you're interested in discussing that, please feel free to join the Discord and do it in the general chat there. But for now, I'm going to head to bed. Have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Bye. Thanks again.